Hello there. Welcome to Blitz Transmissions. I'm Tommy. This is the premiere of a brand new monthly live series on Blitz Transmissions called Blitz Barracks. Now, I kind of want to introduce what the idea of this live stream series is before I introduce all my friends that are with me today. The idea of Blitz Barracks is, everybody kind of has a live series that they do, and I, with my work schedule, I do not have a very conducive, regular schedule that would let me stream at the same time for like a weekly or a bi-weekly show. So I said, you know what? This will take place on the last Sunday of every single month. Obviously, if there's a holiday or something like that that interferes, I can move it around. But this is like a Sunday evening stream, kind of get everyone ready to get into the work week so that when Monday night comes around, you can watch Sarlacc Digest Toy Chest and Monday Night Figureball and get into your Monday. But I figured it'd be like a good monthly recap just to catch up on some Star Wars toy news, Star Wars media news, whatever we want to talk about. And maybe at the end we will talk about stuff that is not exactly Star Wars related. So I have a bunch of friends here with me today. Hopefully I'll never have to do this stream alone. Some old friends and some new friends here. So I'm going to go across the rows, but what I will say beforehand is that everybody will be linked in the description below. So everybody's socials are linked, and you guys are free to plug whatever you like. So first, next to me here, I have the one and only Cheese Prince himself, 212th Hunter.
Yes, sir, man. I'm kind of lame. I don't make content. I'm just a dude who likes having fun with figures. But if you want to follow my Instagram, it's the same as what you see on the screen here. But that's nice. About it. I post a little bit of my collection on there, focused mainly on 212 stuff. And I love Commander Cody. He's like, I want like every Commander Cody collection collectible possible. That's kind of my thing. So.
Yeah, Hunter loves Commander Cody so much that I named my dog after him. So,
Cody or Hunter?
I named my dog after Cody, not Hunter.
Oh, okay.
We have next up my boy SKYWALKERHENDRIX, another day oneer.
Hey, yeah, I just do YouTube, mostly Hot Toys. Cover a lot of Star Wars Hot Toys, obviously, but recently just been doing whatever I feel like, just having fun.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Next up, we have...
Wait, so you mean you do this for fun? Can you imagine doing something for fun?
Facts, bro.
Can't do that. I'm glad to hear it, brother.
Bro, I'm in it for the check. All of you owe me royalties now.
Hey, if you get a little money or cheddar on top of having fun, that's awesome, too.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. So next up, we have not one, but two members of the hit show, Monday Night Figureball. First up, we have the one and only Fig Fury, or in his Latin name, Uncas Figus. What's going on, man?
What's up? I'm glad to be here. I always like talking action figures. That's why I'm here. So I do action figure photography. I've been doing that for years. And it's pretty mediocre sometimes, but I love doing it. And check out my Instagram if you haven't. It's Fig Fury 79, I think. Maybe the 79 is gone. I honestly haven't checked in years, so I don't know. But more recently, I've been doing Monday Night Figureball with my fellow co-host and friend here, MrCawfee. It's a blast. We do it every Monday. Please check that out. We always have a blast doing it. All four of us get along great, and the chemistry is always a good time. So if you like action figure talk, if you like Star Wars talk, and just action figures in general, check us out, please. Thank you, Tommy, for having us as well.
Yeah. And next we have MrCawfee, also a co-host of the show.
I feel like I don't even need to say anything. I feel like you said everything, bro. But
Nice.
No, we do Monday Night Figureball. Damn, my throat. Sorry, I've been a little sick recently. Ooh. We do Monday Night Figureball every Monday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we focus on Star Wars action figure news, any scale, and just action figure talk in general. We all collect a lot of different stuff. And as far as my Instagram, it's a little dead. I haven't posted in a while, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Tommy.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Wilbon. He's the host of Monday Night Figureball. He was not able to make it tonight due to a power outage a couple hours ago. So
shout out to Zooboy too, part of Monday Night Figureball.
Right here in the chat.
Yeah.
My boy Zooey.
What up, Zooey?
I also have to give a shout out to MrCawfee for being a very last minute, last man up. One of the people we were having on the stream, the Stone Mandalorian, wasn't able to make it due to some family obligations. So my intention was not originally to try and get all of the MNF guys on. That's why I only was having 2 at the beginning, because if you're having an 8-person show and 4 of you guys are all one. But so I appreciate you stepping up, man, and especially since Wilbon can't be here either. Next up, we have a premiere channel, a new guy on the block. We have Shelf Life, Love Your Shelf.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Tommy. Hi, guys. I'm new here. Who cares? I want to give a big shout out to Tommy. Tommy's amazing. Super nice guy. Just met him. Phenomenal. So a little clap for Tommy there.
No.
And shout out to MNF. I love you guys. I watch you guys every
Appreciate
single
it.
week in, week out. You guys always tardy with the stream, but I love it. Makes it great.
At least we're consistent, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Shout out to Hunter. He's got the best smile in the business. Always.
Yeah.
And then Hendrix and Mooch, just met you guys, so we'll build that over time. But you guys are super nice and amazing, and can't wait to get this going.
Hell yeah. And then last but certainly not least, we have Darth Moocher, aka Mooch, host of Sarlacc Digest, and also does his own YouTube channel, his own side hustle, Mooch's 3D Printing Lab. So, Mooch, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is awesome. I think when Tommy, you brought this whole idea, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. I mean, yeah, nerds talking over each other. Let's go. Yeah, Sarlacc Digest, one of the hosts. In fact, I think Scott is hosting or he's in the chat right now.
I see him right here.
Host there. That's probably him on our main channel there. Every Wednesday, you can find us talking Star Wars in general, from rumors, the news, to theories and everything. And of course, we're Toy Chess, which Tommy is one of our co-hosts on our every other Monday show. So we'll be doing this all over again, Tommy. So we'll just cut and paste.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I'm not showing up unless you up my pay for the next stream here.
You know what? We'll negotiate and see how this goes first. You know, so.
Negotiate the contract.
And yeah, and of course I love 3D printing. I've been in 3D printing for over 10 plus years now, and I decided to form a channel.
There it is.
Big Fury. Man. One of the best things that I ever came out of that channel is watching Instagram grow, and like Fig Fury posting daily, weekly, whatever. And I see my backgrounds. I'm just like, hell yeah. So I know I'm on the right path on that, doing that. But of course I have my droid building, my little pit droid here. He's one of the mascots. So I'm getting into 3D printing in a huge Star Wars way. So I appreciate all the feedback, and just glad to be here, man. And thank you for doing this at the last Sunday of the month, because rent is due pretty soon. And it's like, this is the calm before, like, all right, let's get some fun before we get into panic mode. So
before life stuff, right?
Before life, right? I mean, that's why we do this, honestly, to try to like kind of just get into our own little world,
Yeah. So before we get into the topics, obviously, if you read the title, we're going to talk a lot about San Diego ComiCon on this month's stream, because it's pretty hot topic. It literally just ended today. Today was the last day. So pretty excited. We're going to just check in the chat real quick here. Thanks to 27 people watching already, considering this is the first time I've done like a scheduled live stream. That's pretty awesome just to kick it off. Michael Galupo, shout out to you for being a Patreon member. He's an ARC Trooper in the Patreon. Nice. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon member for the channel, it's $4.99 a month. All content early, monthly giveaways, other awesome benefits, voting on what I put out next for the channel. You can check that out. We got Comrade Bobcat, with channel member here. I saw, was it his birthday? Did he say that, Liz? Wow.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bobcat.
Awesome.
Hey.
Hell yeah. We got Livo. What's going on, Livo? And we have Hal Runner Base, or as I like to call him on Toy Chest, Contrarian Base. What's going on, dude? Got that MrCawfee guy in there. We got R2 Drew 2. Thank you, dude.
Nice.
In the chat. What's going on? We got Pestilent Mist.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
It's not me. I swear it's not me. I swear to God.
We got Phantom Menace Dennis, who is also a channel
Yes.
Shout out to the Zoo Boy. I showed him off earlier in the chat. We have Zooboy, shade intended. Shade definitely intended. 3 out of 4. Zoo, I didn't want the stream to go 6 days instead of 6 hours. So that's why I didn't have you. Shout out to Livo for becoming a channel member. We got, as I showed off before, Sarlacc Digest. We got TD3 Trooper. Shout out for being a member for 4 months. We got Comrade Bobcat. Shout out for being a member for 4 months. My channel membership is also linked in the description. It's 99 cents a month. You get to check out all the reviews early as opposed to all the content. And you also get to vote on reviews that I do next for the channel. So shout out Dante Displays.
Yo, Tommy.
Yo.
Real quick, who is Bobcat? Because I see this guy XP farming like crazy.
Ah,
Yeah, man. I don't know who this guy
Bobcat's
is.
a goat.
He's a goat, bro.
All right, that's all I need to know.
He's a
a real
frequent
one.
chatter. Yeah, he's a real
All right.
one.
We got Michael Galupo with a super chat, $4.99 super chat. Had to do it, first ever super chat to kick off the Blitz Barracks. Yeah, I might split this 7 ways. We'll see. You guys might get your royalties. Whatever.
What are you, the government, Tommy? I'm just
yeah.
I'll take my 80 cents.
After usage
Hell yeah.
cut and right of use tax, something tax, and other tax, you'll owe 7 cents at the end of that.
Right.
Dude. We got Falcon's Fun in the chat. He is also a Patreon member on the channel, and he's had some interesting statistics to share in my Discord recently regarding the backing of the Republic Gunship Haslab, which will be a large portion of our conversation today. Also a super chat from my boy Moon Jockey, $9.99. I like it. It's going to be a good one. I like it. Looking good shelf life as well. And, of course, we also have, so far, we have Arthur Henderson. That'll be all for introductions. Arthur, thanks for joining the stream here, guys. So, San Diego ComiCon. Overall impressions coming out of this week. We're not just talking one action figure line. We're not just talking one company. I'm talking Black Series, TVC, Mafex, whatever else got shown off. For some reason, I'm blanking. How are we feeling, if anyone wants to just jump out first and say, general feelings coming out of this weekend here?
Peak. Phenomenal.
Yes,
amazing.
dude.
Pretty good.
It's definitely turned into a toy frenzy. I mean, it's probably what we're all concentrated on anyway, but
Yes.
like we're not getting like trailer drops. We're not getting announcements of like these big corporations. It's getting back to the physical items and comic books, I hope, and hopefully it becomes accessible to all of us in the future. Comic-Cons took a very corporate route, and I'm not seeing that this year, which is like I like that. So
Yeah.
Same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah.
All right, so we'll kind of get into the big reveals here. I'm going to be using Yakface on Instagram. Definitely shout out to Yakface.
Yes.
Yakface is the #1 Star Wars action figure news outlet. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT. I know he has a Patreon too, right? Yeah, definitely check out Yak. I'm going to make sure that I just show off his
99 cents a month.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been using him for fact checking all weekend. Someone says something, I go, let's see what Yakface says.
Hell yeah. Definitely check out Yak.
Yeah.
Check him out. Make sure you have the bell on so you can get notified when he posts about stuff. But we'll just start things off. We had a little bit of an early couple reveals here before we really got into things. For the Black Series, this was the Emperor Palpatine versus Mace Windu 2-pack. We have the "It's treason then" posts here. But what are we thinking, guys? This pack comes with swappable heads for both Mace Windu and for Palpatine here. The scarred face and the regular face. We also have some soft goods on Mace Windu, which we've already seen on previous ones. It's really, really nice.
That picture's so goofy, bro.
I mean,
He kind of looked like Popeye.
Dude.
I love it.
Yeah.
This pose here, man. This pose here is great. So
That's
what do we
cool.
think, guys? What are we thinking about this set? Anyone want to jump in first?
I'm buying two. I'm buying two.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's the two scenes, right? The unlimited power and it's treason. I gotta recreate it. So
This face is phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
This is really, honestly, the biggest takeaway from this set for me is how good this face looks.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I first saw it, I was instantly happy. Like I was like, that face looks so good.
yeah.
The pictures, of course, the spinning spinning in Bison charge, death move. I was just like, that's so cool that you can get him in that pose. And then like after having a few days, I think I'm always one to look at like whatever draws my attention to what I like 1st. And then after a few days of looking at it, I start noticing some things or hearing other people's opinions or something I didn't notice, take that into factor. So there's definitely, I'm getting one for sure. I'm going to pick it up. I think it's really cool. There are some things I wish, like all figures, I wish they could have done a little better for a like a hyped 2-pack like this. But overall, I'm pleasant with it. I think it's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Anybody have positive thoughts on this set? And maybe we could break it up by positive and negative here.
I love it. I think it's great.
Okay.
I love the heads. I like the cloth goods, soft goods, whatever. It's like all these poses you're trying to get them in. You can't really do that with hard plastic. So I think it's super cool. I don't care if there's less detail. I mean, look at that. Look at that face. Oh my God.
I know.
That is crazy. I'm excited.
The offering is what got me. The 2-pack dual kind of thing with like different head sculpts. And again, trying to take Black Series to the next level on scene creations, right? We're not going to get the world building, as we want it, like TVC, right? So this is the best way that we can do it. So that's why I'm going to get 2 because I've got to recreate those scenes. And when it comes to 2-packs, right? We've always been prone to those hostage packs, right? So you got to buy this clone trooper to get this, or you got to buy, this Leia to get this Luke. And so I think I like the offering a lot better. And I've always been a proponent of like telling Hasbro, this is the direction that I like, like this is what you got to tell them what you like too, besides what we don't like. Right. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Anyone want to go before I go with my positives on this?
So, oh, sorry. You can go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I just really like the expressive faces.
Yes.
I think that's something that Black Series has been needing for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say, having swappable heads is fantastic, and we have a few sets like that coming. So hopefully they keep doing that, and also that unscarred, that Chancellor Palpatine head sculpt. That's one of the best.
Yes.
Black Series / like Hasbro head sculpts I think I've like ever seen. So it's really good.
Yeah. I think for me, this set is really exciting just because I like that now I have an option for the pre-scarred Ian McDermott. However, I think that I'm torn, and I honestly, I usually don't get 2 of most things, but I might get 2 of this set because I feel like both looks for Palpatine are like so essential for that scene. And I just love the way that scarred head looks. Not so much in this particular promo photo for some reason, but this picture really makes it look good right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The teeth look great. The angry face, like everything. It's almost like airbrushing, like on the wrinkles there. Looks amazing. And honestly, I'm really excited about this. Let me just catch up with chat real quick because I want to make sure I'm not losing them here. We got Falcon coming in with Marvel Studios was not at SDCC this year, so that's probably why we saw less on the movie front. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that, but that's because I don't pay much attention.
D23. They get. I mean, Disney's doing their own thing. Breakaway.
I got to give a shout out to my boy JWC, who I have played some Battlefront on Xbox with recently.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
The collectors are spoiled with all the content lately. Hope to be a guest one day. Maybe if I don't really feel like it. I'll have you on if I feel like it. So Livo coming in with, I think this is going to be a point of discussion here on this set, saying the slop goods instead of the soft goods.
I got some stuff to say about it, but
Coffee, if you want to kick it off, brother, go ahead.
I should have sent you a picture of it, but I am not a fan of how much detail is lost from the outfit to the soft goods on this, just because we know, like, they've done it before, basically. They just didn't really do it on this figure. So the example I've been using is the TVC Morgan Elsbeth, her skirt. The material looks the exact same as that kind of inner shirt that he has, not the brighter red outer robe. But even then, like, we know they can do like screen printing onto fabric and stuff. So it's a little disappointing, the lack of detail, but it's not enough to like hate the set or anything. But for like me personally, it really does stick out a lot to me. But I also know like a lot of people don't really care as much, and you know, that's fine. It's still like a really cool set. The cool factor is better than anything else.
Yeah,
So-
and this is what Coffee's talking about right here. This is right off Hasbro Pulse, the website. This is the currently available TVC Morgan Elsbeth, and I really see what you're saying here with the stitching.
Even if they just did the shirt like that, it would have been just so much better. They could have kept the red how it was, the bright red.
Honestly, I feel like what they could have done as well is just given the Palpatine what they kind of did with Shaak Ti and Luminara, which I really think are phenomenal, where the more detailed layer, like you said, has that sculpted look with the paint, and then the other layer lays loosely as soft goods, and then you kind of get the best of both worlds. Because, I mean, regardless, for me, the Palpatine, in my opinion, needs some sort of soft goods. Any character that has a long flowing robe all the way to the ground. If you want to get a character specifically like him that gets into deep athletic poses when he's dueling and stuff, that's a must. But you know, sometimes Black Series hits the nail on the head and sometimes they don't. I'm just glad that for most people the positives outweigh the negatives with this set here.
Like I said, this head sculpt, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah, truly. Anyone else have anything they didn't particularly like about this set?
No, I'm agreeing with the soft goods. I'm all hit and miss with soft goods because sometimes they just make these figures look like marshmallows, you know. I understand the posability, but I am in the school of like half and half, right? The half like they did with Palpatine, you know, Sidious's version of this, right? That hard plastic, but then soft, you know, underneath it. So a combination would have been great. So I don't know if it's a choice of different material, different weighted material. I've seen some third-party customs that use something where it lays better than a fluff character. So who knows what they
this Darth Sidious?
Yes.
Yeah. This one definitely, I think honestly what gets it is the stitching. If you look at the front, it's all one piece, but it's stitched to give you just enough detail there.
Yeah, and that photo doesn't do it justice, honestly, because like I have it and it poses a lot better than, like I said, a big marshmallow.
Yeah, like this one. I like this one,
and
I like this one too.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good figure.
I feel like like with the soft goods with Hasbro, I think it's obviously part of their budget and what they try to produce for their money because, like Moocher was just saying, you know, there's third party people that make phenomenal 1/12 scale soft goods for figures, but typically they're paying $30 or more for that one piece. You know, so like I feel like Hasbro has that. They're trying to maybe figure out. They're still trying different things. They've never really perfected soft goods since I've been collecting line, and it looks like Luminara is a prime example of how well they can mix it and looks good. But then you have other figures like this Palpatine where it's one of those things too. I gotta have it in hand before I can really make that.
Yeah.
But just going off these pictures, it looks like it's maybe a little big on him in certain pictures that we're seeing. So it's tough, man. It's just a tough thing for that scale, especially. And then again, I think they could, but you're gonna have the argument we always get into this line is would people want to pay more money for that? That's a whole other topic for a whole other discussion.
Yeah, so this, if I'm not mistaken, this is coming out for it's right here in the caption: NYCC, New York ComiCon, and MCM London, retailing for $59.99. I guess we'll go down the line here. Is anyone picking this up? If you are, how many? If not, tell us why. I will be picking up at least one. Hunter, where are you at on this one?
I'm probably not going to pick it up. Just because.
Okay, banned.
With the Black Series, banned. Just because with the Black Series, it's just something I'm not really into. When I'm collecting like Jedi right now, I kind of like to focus on the Clone Wars specific looks. So like Mace, I have the one with the gauntlets from the Disney 2-pack, and I already have the Clone Wars Palpatine. At least I think that's the Clone Wars look, right? With the 2 lightsabers? Or does he only have one?
One.
With the hood, right? That's Revenge of the
lightsabers.
Sith. That's not Clone Wars. I'm thinking Hot Toys is what I'm thinking. Yeah, no, that was Revenge of the Sith. I have that version just as like a separatist kind of display, but yeah, I probably won't be getting this. It's really cool, and I think the value's there for the price, but it's just not for me.
All right, ban this guy. Max Rebo, you're banned.
Any ask?
Bobcat says $60. That should be the standard $19.99.
That's
crazy. Hendrix, are you picking this up? I know you're almost completely out on Black Series these days.
Yeah, I'm. Unless I'd like find it at a con for super cheap. Just these are two figures I'm gonna get in Hot Toys, so I just don't need them. But this is like a set that I would definitely pick up if I was still actively collecting the line.
Hell yeah. Shelf life, how we feeling on this set?
I love it. I think it's great. I love the swappable heads. I think that's super cool. I love the accessories, little lightning hands going on. That's sick. The soft goods, yeah. I mean, I like the soft goods. I love you can move around, you can do all that stuff, but the lack of detail kind of does stink. But I think the goods outweigh the bad, so I'll probably pick one up day one.
Cool. Cough. Are you in on this?
I think I'm gonna pass on this, but it's a great set. It's a good value for what you're getting. It's a great scene. I'm gonna hope that they single pack the Palpatine at some point. If they don't, it's not the end of the world. I wouldn't be surprised if they never do. But if they do, I would pick that up. But I just don't really want a Mace Windu, so
hell yeah,
I'm gonna sit out on this one.
Unc Fig, you in on this one?
As of right now, yes. But lately, when I say that, as it gets closer, I've been dipping out on a lot of stuff because it's okay. I have like 5 Mace Windus in that scale in my collection. So there is that aspect. I have SHF. I have every version released in the Black Series. So there's that side to it. Granted, I love this Palpatine, and I think it's one of the best looking heads that we've seen. So So I guess for right now, yes, I'll get one.
Yeah, and then Mooch, are you in on this? I know you're a big Black Series guy.
Yeah. And like I said, it's 2 for me because of how I'm displaying. I'm reconfiguring my collection.
Hell
you know what I mean? I'm going to start with the scenes instead of just a blanket picking up everything I can. Now I'm going to be trying to recreate scenes. So right now it's 2. Like I said, unless they do come or have an announcement between now and New York ComiCon that they release Palps there as individual, then I'll get 1 plus a Palp. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I see a couple people saying this. We'll definitely be talking about this in a little bit. This pack is $60, and then the Empire Vader and Luke battle pack is $70.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's those Vader legs, that's why.
Yeah.
Those ancient. Pretty soon, those are going to go up in value because of how old they are.
Retirement, baby. Oh.
Yeah, this is a great set. I know not many of us are huge into TVC, but the TVC reveal, this was the press breakfast, was this Forced Ghost 3-pack, Anakin with the Sebastian Shaw head and the Hayden Christensen head, which is, in my opinion, a step up from the Black Series set, and obviously Yoda and Obi-Wan here as well. Anybody have any thoughts on this? Because I'm kind of, other than the head here, I really don't care.
So I've been saying that it's getting a little frustrating, we'll say, that Black Series gets something first and then TVC comes along and they get what feels like a definitive version of it. I'm speaking specifically with the Sebastian Anakin head. If the Black Series 3-pack had that, I would have bought it.
Yeah.
That was the one thing kind of holding me back. But I also have to say with that because of that, TVC has started to become a little bit more enticing for me personally.
Same.
I think I'm just in the boat of I just want to collect cool Star Wars stuff.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how it should be, honestly.
Right.
It's your collection. So
this is so cool, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel
anybody else?
I feel like this piece would be really cool if you had a Ewok Village, Endor Ewok Village, plate set or something. That would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
It'd be super cool.
When I first saw this, I thought it was Black Series. I was just kind of in that mode, right? Because it was just a little picture, and I was pissed at them because I still have the 3-pack right here, still, in the package, and I haven't opened it for just reasons. But then I go, oh, it's TVC, and then I was like, oh, that's awesome because that's a definitive Ghost, you can use Sebastian Shaw, Hayden Christensen, whatever. And then I got pissed again that it wasn't Black Series. So,
Right.
so
The emotions of a collector.
yeah,
bro.
so I think it's the packaging is probably the smartest thing they've ever done in a packaging, like given that alternate head for just continuity or whatever, but anybody wants to display as special editions versus original trilogy. So I don't know. I mean, I don't collect 3 3/4, so but I'm glad this is out there, and again, definitive kind of look to it. And yeah.
Anyone else? Any askers?
Any askers? Or
I'm passing.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm passing on this because it's not for my shelf. You know.
I don't collect 3 3/4, so
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Pretty much verbatim what everybody else has said. I just don't collect TVC really, so it's like easy pass on that note.
Mm-hmm. So moving away, Hasbro had their panel yesterday or 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
On the Friday, here's the poster for the stream. They did do a fan stream that was not really a fan stream, right? Or did they have it afterwards?
It was it went live at 2:00, but then they did a recap at 3, and that was like their fans.
It was like a pre-recorded recap or something.
Yeah,
it felt like. Yeah.
So we'll jump into Black Series here first because I was really, really excited about almost all of these reveals. First one here being the Stranger, aka Chimere. Just to give you guys a little bit of a rundown on this set, you get the figure. He's got a little bit of mixed media going on with some soft plastic on the top here, and then your soft goods fabric on the bottom, which I don't know if I'm totally a fan of this execution of mixed media here. He does have a swappable head for the helmet, which I think is amazing instead of trying to sculpt in the squished down version of his hair. I'm really excited to see if this lightsaber works well, pulling it apart and putting it back together. I think the likeness to Manny Jacinto looks pretty good, and this is the character that I've been feeling like, and I think a lot of people could agree, has been missing from the Acolyte line here. And look at that beautiful dirt all over the arm there. That is awesome, along with the Cortosis bracer there. Everything about this release to me is awesome. I'm in on this 100%, but I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts. On one end, are you out on this because it's Acolyte? Or I know a lot of people, even if they don't like the Acolyte, they're like, I would still buy this figure. So I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say.
This is the only figure I bought from the Acolyte.
Yeah.
The only one, and the only one I was going to. And by the way, it is sold out on Pulse too. So
no way.
A lot of people jumped on it.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, Amazon earlier was the only one that still had it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, only figure from Acolyte that I actually pre-order. I don't have any of them. This is the one I definitely got.
He's definitely going to be a pickup for me. I won't have them displayed like out of box, but I'm big into getting autographs, going to cons and getting autographs. So I'll meet Manny Jacinto and have him sign the packaging. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, so Comrade Bobcat, the rule of cool applies. That's what.
Yes, perfect.
I believe MrCawfee said it, but he looks incredible without the hard goods like poncho or whatever over the top. Like underneath, he looks incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm a huge fan of this. I think I don't know. I get that they wanted it to look like it was draping over him. I just think that the color match, at least from what I see in these pictures, is not as good as what we got with the Darth Sidious figure.
Right.
Yeah, it looks off.
Yeah, it does.
And like I don't know if it would have like worked much better if it was all soft goods either.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, this one like kind of conflicted me in a way.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the first person to take an 1/8 inch drill bit to their Jeckie figure now?
That means I got to buy a Jeckie figure.
Is that on clearance yet?
No, that's the whole. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I also like these deep red, vibrant blades.
Yes.
These look great.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, like I already said, I'm in on this figure. Is anybody else in on this one?
Yeah. I'm buying.
No, I'm out.
I already pre-ordered it. So.
I think it's phenomenal. I think it looks great, but I got to save money where I can, especially with that Haslab coming up soon.
Right.
We'll get into that.
I think it's gorgeous. I love the swappable heads. I think that's fantastic. I'm so glad they did that. The detail looks good. I love the mud on the arms. Lightsabers look great. It's just not for me, but I absolutely respect this figure. So no hate.
Hell yeah, man.
Well said. Yeah, I'm getting it. I was like,
Yes.
I was a little late on pre-ordering these because work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll just go to Big Bad just because I usually go there first. I like their system, yada yada. And then it was sold out. I was like, I can't remember the last time a Black Series
Seriously.
figure's been sold out. And then I was like, well, I'll check Pulse. It was out there. I was like, come on Amazon, and he was available. So I pre-ordered him there. And I think with this figure, he'll come back in stock. I feel like.
Yeah.
I almost
You'll
feel
find
like
him in the wild. You'll find him in the wild.
Yeah, right.
That too. I feel like they almost maybe didn't put a whole lot out because they didn't think being that's acolyte related, maybe they wouldn't produce as much. But yeah, it's not a -1 day one pickup for me, but it is a pickup.
Cool. Awesome, man. I saw it looks like who is it? I think it was Howlrunner Base brought this up, and I didn't know what he was talking about at first, but I'm starting to see there might be a soft goods poncho underneath this plastic one. You see what I'm saying?
You zoom in and enhance.
Enhance. No, I can't on Instagram.
Enhance.
But you can kind of see it. So right here, and then if you go to this picture, see the fabric right here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe.
that's weird.
That's not there on the other picture.
Right.
So, hey, I mean, if that's the case, I'd be happy to take off the plastic one.
It's
and have
Photoshop. Don't believe it.
I wonder if it's
Just like the pins.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
It's just like
I
a
won't
piece
lie.
of cloth attached to the. Oh, sorry, Hunter.
No, you're good.
A piece of cloth like attached to the hard goods.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Just because they think it looks better for whatever reason, that'd be weird. But
I was gonna say I won't lie that even though that molded cloak or whatever you want to call it looks maybe just a little weird, I feel like if you did that all soft goods, that would be like the same color as like his pants. I feel like it wouldn't look very good. It would almost look like Farm Boy Luke with all the soft goods.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
So we talked about this guy. I'm trying to make sure we keep a good pace here because, like I said, I don't want to stream for too long, and I don't want to be like 2 hours in and we only talked about 5 things. This was my favorite Black Series reveal of the stream. This was something I was never expecting. This is something that I'm super stoked about. It is the Asajj Ventress Bounty Hunter look from the Clone Wars. And if you don't remember this appearance, she had this in seasons 4 and 5 of the show after she leaves the Night Sisterhood because obviously they all got slaughtered by General Grievous. She becomes a bounty hunter and she has the costume here. I love the printing on the shoulder armor. Everything looks great here. She also, the likeness looks much better than the previous Asajj figure in my opinion. And this helmet, I believe it's removable, but it fits the proportions of the character really, really nicely. I think it's because she's got that schmacky ball head going on over here, but the figure looks great. I love the new sculpt work, and I really hope it looks this good in hand. This is an immediate pickup for me. Anybody else got any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I ordered it instant.
Yeah, instant.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like
it looked really good.
up. Yeah, as soon as they showed up, I'm done. No, I don't even have to. Enough. Move on to the next. It's like I did it. Yeah, it was instant buy.
This one is so random. I love it.
Yeah.
But like, where did this come from? It's not even Bad Batch. So it's
no,
cool.
and that
Like,
one's
what?
coming too. I hope too. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that there's synergy here with the recent Barriss Ophi release.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Because Barriss ultimately takes her lightsabers when she's in this outfit in season 5. So I could see that being the logic behind releasing this. Although, obviously, I don't know for sure.
Fair enough.
But, Hunter, were you saying something?
No, I was just going to say what you just said. Like, you could even take those lightsabers and give those to Barriss after she takes them from Ventress in the show.
Yes.
Or, you could have her fighting Anakin or something with Ventress's sabers or, like there's a lot of possibilities there. And we already have the Ahsoka from that arc. So,
yeah. And
Yeah.
we got Obi Dad. Spoilers from the show that came out 15 years ago. If you guys don't know, I had a YouTube short that I did for the Hot Toys Tech recently. And in that, I was like, yeah, when he came to his ultimate demise in the show, I was very... And I had so many comments. Ugh. Spoilers.
Seriously?
And I said, and a couple people, thankfully, I ignored a lot of them,
Yeah,
but some people came in and were like, dude, that episode aired like 3 years ago. If you didn't know by now,
That's
you weren't
crazy.
watching it anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, Tech dies.
Nice.
Anybody not picking this up other than like, I know like Hendrix and Coffee are a little less apt to buy
Yeah.
Black Series these days.
I'm on the fence. I haven't got it yet. I love
Okay.
the Clone Wars. I love the Clone Wars. Everything I got here is Clone Wars. So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get to it soon, but I saw the Jango. I saw a few other things. So I probably
Yeah.
get this one, but I have not ordered it as of yet.
Okay. Hell yeah. We'll get
Would it
into the
be
Jango
more-
here. Go ahead, Hunter.
Would you be more interested, Shelf Life, if there were other Clone Wars specific bounty hunters to like have her with?
Did you just say Embo? Eric, that'd be
I
fantastic.
mean-
I'd be thrilled. if
I
that
would
happened.
I would think it's all on the table. But if they're going this deep, right? I mean,
This
Yeah.
is a deep dive. This is
Yeah.
crazy. I was
So,
kind of blown
Embo,
away.
yeah.
I'm like,
Little-
dude, what
Junior
are they
Boba. I
smoking
mean,
there?
let's go. Let's get the whole crew going.
I'm down.
The difference between her and I is that she leaves Boba in the box. I love it.
Yeah,
right.
I pre-ordered her. I think it's just such a cool look. I
Yeah.
had to like
Yeah.
when they first showed up. I did not know in my brain. I was like, "What is this from?" I have no idea. Then a couple were like, "Oh, it's Clone Wars," and I had to look it up because I didn't remember. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, yeah, okay." But I just think
Same.
this is a rule of cool aspect, and it's a cool
Yes.
character.
Very true.
Yeah.
I like Sith characters a lot, so if it's a cool looking version of them, I tend to pick it up, even if maybe I shouldn't for my type of collection. But
Yeah.
There's always
Hell
room
yeah.
for more.
yeah, yeah.
Right?
You know, Mooch and I tell Scott Solo on Toy Chest all the time, just knock that wall down,
Yeah.
brother.
What
And
are you
then you'll
doing?
have-
Are you in the other room right now? No, that's good for toys. I mean,
Who needs a bed?
No.
We got our next reveal, a newly tooled head to toe, finally, Jango Fett.
This looks awesome.
So excited for this, hoping that the helmet does not get warped in the box like some of the previous releases.
Yeah.
However, I think that's an easy fix we know from previous Mandalorian releases. This guy's just... if you're not picking this up, like, come on. But obviously, I want to hear, what is there anything that excites you guys about this release?
New Tem Head.
Yeah.
Tem Head
Yes.
is like probably my
Number
favorite
one
part.
thing.
Yeah.
New Tem head. So much better than the clones. So much better.
Yeah.
Everything's working. Even the color paint, the paint apps seemed a little bit like on point, right?
Yeah.
I think the last one they gave us was the Gaming Greats Boba Fett or Jango, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I didn't pick that one up at all. I didn't like it. I have the another one. I was like, nah, throw that in the shelf or in a drawer. This one's the definitive Jango for me.
Mhm.
Unless you have the SH Figure Arts one.
Yeah.
I love how they sculpted the shoulder armor to the chest, overlay, just like the
Yes.
costume is in episode 2. Like that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. This is all on the
That's the
newest
Yeah.
tooling here, and I'm so happy about that. This is an immediate. Is there anyone that's not picking this guy up? Again, other than like I know some of you guys just don't collect Black Series, but
I'm in on this 100%.
oh
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get this as just like a desk figgy at work or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Obi-Wan versus Jango. Yeah.
The one thing that does bother me with this is the finish on the blasters.
Yes.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really wish the blasters would have been some sort of silver. Maybe not, obviously not like super glossy chrome, but like give me a little bit of silver,
Yeah.
something.
I could definitely understand that. I would love to see a $45 build-up set that comes with young Boba, the poncho, his other jetpack that he has in the movie.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
a couple other pieces
Yeah.
maybe. Give me a $45 set, I'd buy that all day.
No, do
Or
you guys
do
think-
a 2-pack. Do a 2-pack with a new. Oh wait, shit. My camera's off. Sorry. Or do a 2-pack with a updated episode 2 Obi-Wan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
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 I'll take that
Or-
too.
Just like chat said, or with Zam Wessel.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I mean,
too. Yep.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Or
We need her in Black Series like bad anyway. So
Coffee, would you get the rooted hair artisan Obi-Wan if they did it with this set? You know?
No.
But yeah, honestly, Black Series, I was like, yep, Black Series riding the high. And then,
what do you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
what was someone saying?
I was gonna say, what do you guys think about the finish on the leg armor on that Jango not matching the other parts?
Oh, I'd noticed that. Yeah.
It's
If you look at like the foot plate and then the chest
Yeah.
compared to like the thighs, the shins, and the knees, they look different.
like flat plastic.
Yeah,
I want to see how it looks in
I'm
hand.
canceling my
Yeah.
Is that
but
just
that
a
could just be because it's a whatever promo shot or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully.
No way.
We'll see.
I'm surprised this guy's not a deluxe. Thank God.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wait,
think
does he only have one trigger finger? That's kind of annoying.
Does
that's
he?
always been a annoying thing. With Black Series.
Yeah.
I don't
You look-
know.
it's
No,
hard
I
to
think he
tell.
does. Look at that left
Yeah.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just squeezed
Oh,
weird
well.
on this picture.
You can just cut it with an X-Acto knife.
Yeah.
Heat
Yeah,
it up,
that's what I'll
reshape
do.
it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome
He
reveal.
looks so good. Yeah, I'm very
I
excited.
mean, we compared to the old one, this thing's like
Oh, night and
just
day.
not
Oh
even
my
trying,
God.
trying.
this has been
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
this has been my biggest ask in Black Series for a couple years now, so I was very
Yeah.
excited to see this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
At
Not
ICC Con, next year, we got to all bring our old Black Series Jangos. I'll bring the acetone in the bowl.
Burn them. Oh
And-
yes,
Let's have a Spitfire and
I like that. Let's do it.
Oh man.
I was gonna
now,
say this looks
Go ahead,
better
Finn.
than the just obviously not in hand, but from what I'm seeing, this looks better than the SHF one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The head sculpt is so good. Everything
No
else
ice
too.
Swivel, huh? Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
Well, as
That's
long
it.
as
I'm
he-
canceling. Yeah. Yeah.
As long as he has that Malgus type rotation there, I'm okay with it.
Well-
It's just you don't know till you have the figure.
That and if it's double jointed knees, right? Because I got to give him that flight pose of him, barreling down on Obi-Wan, right? So
Mhm.
That's true.
yeah.
And I did
Oh,
notice. I was gonna say I think the knee pad armor is movable, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
I was
that's
gonna say
good,
if they didn't do that.
Yeah, it's just glued in the back, and as you can see, if you look at the left leg here, you can see it's actually falling down below the thigh sculpt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, beautiful. Love
Looks
it.
good.
Yeah, I love this
Um,
figure.
So good.
Movable knee armor is probably one of my favorite weird little things in Black Series.
Oh,
It's nice.
huge.
It
Yeah.
is. Now we got to talk about Peak. All
Yeah,
right.
this is amazing.
Now we got
Yeah.
to talk about this set right here. Mooch, I'm interested to hear your your perspective on this because I know you are all in on anything Vader and anything Empire. So what was your reaction to this set?
This was probably the happiest I was during San Diego ComiCon. Like
Yeah.
this reveal to me, personally outshined it all. Like because this is like the most iconic scene in Star Wars ever, and it's about time we get environmental pieces in Black Series. Because of that Mustafar set, I was like, that's the direction I hope they're going. And then they pulled this out, and I'm like, okay, this is like what I want out of the out of Hasbro, especially if this could be expanded upon. You know, what
Yeah,
I mean?
true.
Future proofing is big. The wired cape Vader. I mean, just the possibilities like go through your head when you see like this deluxe set, right? And then second of all, it's only $69. So
Yes,
I could have sworn it was
yes.
gonna be $100. I was like, $100
Me
bucks,
too.
I'll get it just because. But now 60, I was like, holy crap, they love us, and it's like, it's great. The whole new sculpted Bespin Luke, also like battle damage Luke. Come on, he looks great.
Dude. Yeah, I even picked this up. And you guys know I'm a big cloner.
I'm
And I even picked it up.
Well, you
so
should have.
excited for this.
Yeah.
Bespin Luke, an updated one, was my
Yeah.
second biggest
It
ask
was.
for a couple years now. So I love it.
the environmental damage. Like you could it comes apart. I mean, like,
Yep.
yeah.
I did notice they did resculpt the upper thighs to take away the thigh
I
swivel,
know.
unfortunately.
No way.
But it is what it is. I'm very excited for this. They used the Dagobah Luke head, which I think is the best Luke Skywalker head they've done yet. They just gave it a new hairpiece and the like battle damage deco.
Yeah.
It looks so good. I pre-ordered this as soon as it went up.
Same.
I love the diorama piece, and I have a few issues with the Empire Strikes Back Vader. It's not perfect, but I do love that they gave it a wired cape. It's going to look so good. I am very excited for this. Empire's my favorite movie. This is like my favorite Luke outfit, and I'm super hyped for this.
Empire should be Tommy's favorite too, but well, that's another whole thing.
Whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, this set is really something, and honestly, I think the value of this set might be the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is, and then just the different moments you can recreate from that scene too by changing the environment. Amazing.
Look, even people on, like I was talking about this about the Mustafar set too, right? Even if people don't collect figures at all and they saw this, I think they would pick it up for like their uncle or nephew or whoever loves Star Wars as a centerpiece, even if it's on their desk, if it's on their mantle, something like that. It's a centerpiece, iconic scene. Again, just like the Mustafar set, that people will pick this up even if they're not collectors.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel that there are certain things in our world that people will do that, you know, and this might even spark a collector too. You know,
honestly, it's so definitive.
Shout out to them for listening and starting to do more of what we want, like wired capes, diorama bases, swap out hands and head sculpts, and they just need to keep doing more of it, because like the more they do stuff like this, the more I'm gonna buy it. Even though I am, you know, more out of 1/12 and into Hot Toys now, like I'm still gonna buy stuff like this just because it's so cool. It's so good too. Yeah.
Yeah. And just to answer, Tesco Falco had a question. Yes, the Empire Vader does have butterfly joints.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he does.
I'm just not crazy about the helmet, honestly, and the legs, of course, but it's fine.
Same. I'll probably, like, if I get this, I'd probably swap the Vader out. But like I might use the cape on like the SHF Vader and then put him in there, because I think, like I've always said, I think like the imports and Black Series like go together so perfectly. So
hell yeah, man.
True.
Yeah, I'm not getting this.
Shelf
ban him. Boo him. Boo him.
I'll take it. Laugh at me. I don't care. I think it's super cool. I think it's epic. I support this fully, but it's not something I'm going to buy. So whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Gotcha.
Have you even seen Empire? Like.
Have you even seen Empire?
I think for me, I'm in the same boat where like I'm really happy that they're making this for the people that really want it, because I think it's incredibly cool. Yeah. And especially after like Moocher was saying, with getting the Revenge of the Sith pack with Anakin and Obi-Wan, that we're getting stuff like that is so cool. And actually I was just thinking, how cool would it be if they did like a carbon freezing chamber to go in tandem with this? You know, you could have like
an expanded future-proofing kind of like environment building. If we're not going to get the vehicles and the world building like TVC in the Black Series, right? Then this is the way to go. The smaller environmental modular systems that we could really just deck out our collections with. I think there's room for it, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Clash piece, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
cool. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So now you'll get two. If you have this and the Anakin Obi-Wan set, you get two.
Facts.
Yep.
I was going to add, I'm glad that they actually used the Empire Strikes Back Vader. It's arguably the best Vader in the line, body for Black Series. And it's the Empire Strikes Back Vader. It would have been crazy if because they seemed like for a while they were using for whatever reason, the New Hope Vader for a lot of reissues. That would have put a stink on the set for me personally. But
yeah, of course.
Oh, that Luke, when I first saw this, again, for verbatim for what a lot of you guys said who are getting it, it's just, it hit the feels hard. When I saw this and what they're giving us, Luke with he can cut off his hand, like the whole thing, I'm just like, dude, I'm literally clearing a whole shelf just for this.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's this is one of the coolest moments in Star Wars saga completely. It's it's very peak, and I think Hasbro is just showing what they can continue to do with this line. I feel like it just shows what they're willing to do, that they have listened to a lot of collectors, which is awesome, and what the future can bring. So all encompassing was a negative, negative. I can't even talk. Not Dagobah, not negative, not day, but a negative day 500 for this for me. Like, oh, I'm so hyped. I can't wait to have it. And the pre-order, like, again, I was at work and I didn't even know. I just saw somebody in one of the Discord saying, hey, this is up. And I went there, got it, no problem. I love that. I was so happy about that.
Yeah. Hey, I got to give a shout out to Hero Collections joining in. He says, Clone Commander Blitz with the Clone Barracks next. Do we know anyone that would get that? Awful idea. Never do that. No. Horrible. Never make Commander Blitz. What an awful character. What a slop character. But let's go. So this was followed up with another Black Series reveal. Now this one is very, very controversial. This is the Clones of the Republic, Anakin Skywalker, and Clone Captain Rex repack.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
me. It's insane that the worst reveal for the day was an Anakin Skywalker and Captain Rex 2.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How
only
is that
because
even
they
possible?
just were released. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how many more Rex versions do we actually need? We have that, and I have it. I have both.
So the coolest thing about this for me is this means that Disney is either going to do a Captain Rex helmet or they're going to do a 501st helmet.
Yeah.
And if they do a 501st helmet, I'm all in on that. That would be awesome. But this 2-pack, I'm good.
Yeah. This is a pass. Pass for me.
Coffee, what if they do an Anakin Skywalker helmet?
All right, I'm out.
Oh my god. All right, call me a shill. I did buy this.
Get out of here.
You're fucking crazy.
No.
Tommy, why? You got to let them know if they make bad decisions too, remember?
I purchased this because I have been wanting to get another Rex for another shelf. I have this. I have the number 59 Rex for my my Clone Wars shelf, but I wanted to have another one for another shelf on my display. And then with the Anakin, it's the same thing. I wanted to. I can use this as an opportunity to retire another Anakin, the Anakin with the worst likeness. I can do the head swap that a lot of people did. And so I was like, you know what? I got it on Hasbro Pulse. It pays to be premium, and I didn't have to pay shipping. So I was like, you know what? These are two characters I was going to buy at some point anyway. So getting them at a slightly less than retail price, I was like, you know what? I'll do that. But definitely, guys, if you already have these two characters, there's no reason at all to buy this pack. Literally no reason at all.
And it's not even the same era. It's like
I know. Wreck. That's what this is me.
I just like, come on, bro. What are you thinking?
I know.
Yeah. And Stargazer, have you considered that maybe everything's not for us, the sweaty collectors? You're banned. All right.
Could you imagine if they would have done like the new Anakin with this Rex? Like how much people would go after that?
Oh, dude.
Like because like that was his look. Like maybe just put this head on that body. Yeah. So that way it's kind of like a Clone Wars look, because then he's got both gloves too.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean,
man.
As
long as you give me those pinned double jointed legs, those exquisite, ancient. I think Anakin has the worst looking pinned legs in the whole line. That's what that's my personal opinion. But it's just they had to squeeze one more reuse out of him, I guess.
I have a question, and again, this might be a topic for like a different discussion when you have like a lot more time and everything, but would you guys like a stylized series of the Clone Wars versus they bring it in the realistic? I think I would be thrilled if they stylized a Clone Wars line, brand new I think I would be all in. And it's one of the reasons why I probably shy away from a lot of the Clone Wars stuff, because it's like I don't like that it's kind of realistic looking. You know what I mean? Because
sometimes they don't hit
Anakin
it.
sucks. I mean, not that one. That one actually looks pretty good, but the original one with
The target one.
armor. Yeah, come on. It's just like, what were they doing? So again, a stylized Clone Wars line I think would be fantastic because you could do so much with it.
I already know how Coffee feels about this question. Oh my god!
All right, good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
It just
What I
makes
will
sense,
say-
though. I mean, just
Well, I've always thought it would make an awesome subline if they just made
Yeah,
a clone,
subline, yeah.
or just make it Star Wars animation, and in that subline you do
that's it.
Clone Wars, Rebels,
Yeah.
03
Yeah.
Clone Wars, just anything that's animated. You do it that style.
That's
and it just
where I
make
was
a
coming
subline.
from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be in. I know a lot of people that would. Give me that nostalgia. Give me the nostalgia. from when
Yeah, I
was
mean,
a
I
kid.
don't know. I think it would be a little bit more. It'd make a lot
Yeah.
more sense to me.
Wait,
Yeah.
Real quick, Tommy, before you leave that one.
No, go
will
ahead, man.
say I love that Captain Rex. It's one of my favorite figures. So for people that don't have them, kind of cool. That's the only thing I like about it.
And I will say this from even though it frustrates me that these appearances of these armor sets never showed up on the screen together.
Right.
This is for the normies a great pack to have.
Yeah,
at
this is
Disney
going to
Plus.
Disney World.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. This is
For
a good
what it
set.
is, I don't like it, but I like Rex.
Yeah,
So
this is for the Goo Goo Gaga theme park guests who are like, "Ooh, Anakin, Captain Rex, 2-pack, I buy."
This is for
basically.
little Johnny. Little Johnny
Yeah,
walking in the Star Wars
exactly.
store and sees Rex and Anakin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or those Lego
That's true.
collectors that just get exposed to peak action figures and they go,
Oh.
"Whoa, I gotta buy this."
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, let's boo Hal Runner for saying
Yeah,
this
I
is
mean,
his
he always
figures.
gets a couple boos per. But yeah, it's,
You know, in every Sarlacc stream, he always ends up getting timed out. So we'll have to.
we don't know if he's trolling anymore. That's the problem. It's like,
So we'll move on to TVC. Again, I know a lot of people here aren't huge on TVC, but they did do their latest version of Han Solo from the hit
All right.
movie Star Wars. What do we think about this one? Because I really don't know if I like the likeness.
look at
on
the
this guy.
hair.
I think
Yeah, this
that
is rough.
I think the indoor Han Solo they did looks better than this. one.
Yeah.
I know
This,
it's
this
70s.
almost looks like a retro
Oh my
collection
God.
head.
That is bad. Is
From
there a
the
better?
side?
TVC?
It doesn't look so bad.
Yeah. When he's not looking at what from the back, he doesn't look so bad. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be
When I
mad
can't
if
see
I
the
was
face.
a TVC collector. I
Yes.
don't like it at all.
Yes, dude. Hey, look at that thigh swivel though. Yep.
Hey,
I
but
did-
hey, but I
Gotta have it.
I did say I was gonna buy this for my Legacy Falcon, but man, I don't know. I might have to head swap it with that original figure or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That
Dude.
ruins it. I can't even look. I'm gonna look over here.
I'm gonna throw up if I keep
Yeah.
looking at this figure.
I'm gonna look at my Force Ghost 3-pack that haven't opened.
Dude, it's like Han Solo went to Great Clips.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right. I assume no one's picking this up then, right?
Hell no,
No.
this thing stinks. Get him out of here.
All right, let's talk about Chewbacca. Now, I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard that this was an old sculpt on this Chewie.
Really?
I think it's new legs, and then some of it's reuse. I
Some of
believe.
it's reused. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this one's fine. A little bit better.
Yeah.
He's just screaming.
It's like a
Wait,
retool,
Tommy,
basically.
Go back one. Hold on. With his hand in the air. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, the draping hair. Yeah, that looks.
Listen, man, he just put some moose in there. It was the 70s,
Yeah.
okay?
You're right. I didn't think
It
about
was
it.
the 70s.
Maybe it's motion. I don't know.
I'm probably gonna pick him up for my Falcon because the one that came with it, it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I have that in the Star Speeder, and that Chewie is kind of ass.
I hate it, man.
Here we go. Thank you, Hal Runner. Chewie only has new legs and an updated portrait. I know Hal Runner's a big TVC guy, so.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, this for me, another one. I'm like, meh, like not for me, not for my shelf. Anyone else got anything to say on this guy?
Mm-mm.
All right, now we'll move on to
Nope.
peak Move on to Peak with the give me Clone Trooper. All right, we got the even though it's Clone Wars, the Imperial Shock Trooper, which means he must specifically be from after when Order 66 was enacted and the Galactic Empire was proclaimed. This is a great release because this is the latest version of the Clone Trooper body, which if you don't have this in TVC is amazing. They did away with swappable, the removable helmets. This is just a helmet sculpt on a neck peg.
Gotcha.
They did the recent, I have it right here, this 4-pack that I think is still available on like Big Bad and Hasbro Pulse with the 501st, the 332nd, and the Plane Phase 2. This is that same sculpt. So if you're looking for some really good looking clones to put in the Haslab gunship that may or may not fund, that is a great option to fill it up with. Shock Trooper is a great looking figure, and I'm really happy with it. I picked one up because I collect all the TVC clones, one of each on card. Anyone else have anything to say on this guy?
Only that it should be Revenge of the Sith, not Clone Wars. That's all.
Kind of true. Kind of true.
Just being picky.
Hey, Tommy.
It's really cool.
That's right. Is it in the same body as this?
Let me see.
The Ahsoka Lieutenant.
Correct. Yep.
Lieutenant. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, same body.
This is phenomenal.
It is. I think
love
that
moving
body
the
is the
articulation
best.
here. It's phenomenal.
I think it's like the best Clone Trooper body ever for articulation and sculpt work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it don't beat the Saga collection, bro. The antenna mold? You kidding me?
What? Bring it back. I love the antenna mold.
I don't collect TVC Hellrunner, but I mean, details are details.
All right, all these guys, all these unks that are making fun of the Clone Troopers, everybody's burned.
So I was falling asleep during that segment.
Yeah, what?
All right, gentlemen. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know we got to talk about now. Oh, did Mr. Yakface never post? Here we go. All right, guys. This is going to be a huge topic of conversation for this live stream. It is the announcement of the latest vintage collection Haslab, that being the Haslab Republic Gunship. Now, I'm going to just kind of go over a little bit of the campaign if you haven't caught up on the news on this. Yes, there have been previous 3 3/4 gunships. Why should you get this one if you already have some of the old ones? Well, the base offering, first of all, includes 2 Phase 1 clone pilots, which has never been done with any release of any previous Republic gunship. You have posable ball turrets, which has only been done with the 2013 TVC gunship they've released before. You have the back door, which opens, and plenty of room for your troopers to sit inside. In any previous Republic gunship, you had to kind of like duck the figure underneath the opening on the side to get him to stand inside the actual vehicle. This is much more accurate to what we see in the movies and the shows here. The detail on this is insane. I did watch a thing that Chris from the Hasbro team did with a guy from Lucasfilm. They did say that this ship will have a wash, not the dot matrix paint, but the an actual wash over the entire vehicle and some panel lining as well. This graphic is something that I think a lot of people are misconstruing with this vehicle. The grayed out version is the previous version of the gunship, whereas in the back here you have the Haslab, over 20% bigger, and this is everything it comes with. Some of my favorite details on this: removable missiles. You have 2 different flight stand options for the hovering and for the in-flight maneuvering position. You have additional door panels to add if you want the fully enclosed look you get in the Clone Wars. The ball turrets themselves are also removable, and then you also have swappable panels on the front for different nose arts from the Clone Wars. You have the Kowakian Monkey Lizard one, which is called the Crumb Bomber, that showed up in the Clone Wars movie. And then you have the other one is Kit Fisto with a rocket, and it's called Service with a Smile. And that one is from the episode Water War, which I think was the premiere episode of Season 5 of the show, where they're on Mon Cala doing the underwater battle. Season 4? Idiot! So
your card, Tom.
no, I knew that. I was just making sure you guys knew too. I was just fact checking.
Good night. Sure.
But
Participation, yeah.
Well, what I want to do here, if someone wants to just jump in and weigh in, I'm going to show a couple other pictures. Mr. Stevie's Instagram, he offered some great posts about this. So anyone, whoever wants to go first, dive in. Oh, one more thing. Our stretch goals. You get Egan Kolar, Coleman Trevor, and Stacey Tin are the stretch goals on this. 8,000 to back, but there's a little bit of controversy about this release. So guys, who wants to weigh in first here?
This is peak. This makes me legit like feel like a child. You know, playing with my gunship and just my Clone Wars and prequel era vehicles as a kid was probably like my go-to, and getting this as like a centerpiece display. If this, I was making some jokes in our group chat, but like, if this doesn't fun, bro, I'm like that. It might hurt a lot more than the Rancor, even. Like, this thing is, I need this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think if it doesn't fun, TVC is going to end up like Black Series, where they're going to retract because they're going to get afraid of what the offerings or what people are willing to pay for. What are they going to second guess the offering itself, or is it the price? Because personally, I think the offering is amazing. I think this gunship, everything about it is. I was sitting there watching the stream. I was like, wow, this is cool. I mean, even though, like I said, yeah, you have options for cheaper versions and whatever, but this is cool. If I was collecting it, I would be all in. I saw the rug being pulled from underneath everybody when that price hit. It's not like there was some discussion about like, oh my God, I can't afford it. I think it's the question is, I don't think people are complaining that they can't afford it. Is that if they want to afford it? Is this look like $450 on the shelf like that? Does that look like $450 value? And that's what people, I think, are kind of hesitant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's questioning the ship itself, the package itself, the tiers, everything. I think it's great. It's that the I know inflation, I know different times and everything else, but the barge was $500. You know what I mean? And that it's like, wow, you know. Personally, I do want it to fun because I don't want to see anything in Star Wars fail. Anything, because they will run away from things. We've seen it in Black Series. So
yeah, it's this is a great picture right here. Just to interject, this is a great example, way better than the graphic they showed on the official Haslab promotion. This is a previous gunship, which all the previous gunships were on the same sculpt from 2002 or 2003, and this is a great comparison, showing you just how much bigger and how much more detailed this new gunship is. Sure. I mean, even on like the brick colored parts here, look how much scratching and weathering there is on the paint versus just the very blocky paint applications on the old one there. I think that for me, my biggest thing I'm seeing with the misconception, I'm glad you brought it up, Mooch, is the people don't see the value in this. And a big part of me thinks that part of this comes from, I think a lot of people were expecting a continuation of this Return to Tatooine program. And it's been very clear that TVC's been centering a lot of their releases, the majority of them, around the Haslab project that's actively. With the Cantina, we saw that, and you had a lot of really cool, unique releases that complement that Cantina. They've already they're calling it the Battle of Geonosis.
Yeah,
they're already saying that they're going to make a lot of Geonosis-centered releases, whether it be from the Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones, that have to do with these vehicles. And I think that giving them the Clone Wars nose arts also leans into Clone Wars being a big part of this.
Sure.
I think that for a lot of us Clone Wars kids and prequel kids, this means a lot. I was telling Mooch and Scott, this is, for a lot of people, this gets me excited the way a Cantina excites in OTT.
This is your X-Wing.
Yes.
If this was an X-Wing, I don't care what, I would make it happen. I'm just saying.
Right.
And I get that. And like I said, and I respect that. I do.
Yeah. And it's one of those that I feel like people don't see the value, but one of my biggest things is this, Hunter. I would love for you to weigh in on the ball turrets when it comes to these old gunships, because that is something that a lot of people are not familiar with. Just one piece of the puzzle with this Haslab release.
So if anybody knows me, I collect a lot of 3.75 vehicles, and along with that, it's like a lot of older ones, like the Clone Wars ones, and you know, I'm 27, so going back on trying to collect some of these older ones that I didn't have, I needed to get a gunship. I needed to have one, but I was trying to look and find, you know, I had to do like a bunch of research because I never saw one in store when I was a kid. So I found out that they made 6 different versions of these. 0 of them came with a ball turret until the vintage collection came out with it with 2 ball turrets. But then when you look at the aftermarket for the vintage collection one, you're talking $600 or $700. So at that point, I don't understand what people are saying about this not being worth it. You know, maybe it's like the Gen Z thing with the housing market. Like when I was 6 years old, I should have been buying houses before the recession. Well, I should have been buying the gunships, you know, when they were $40.
Bruh.
But dude, like,
come on.
you know, people say, like, these older people that say, like, oh, I have all 6, I got them for $40. Well, that doesn't help out people like me who were like kids back then, and then now we're adults, and we go back and they're hundreds of dollars. And
Right.
you know, I you know, these guys know me too. I'm on Facebook Marketplace, always looking at stuff, and you know, people say you can find them loose. Well, it is very hard to find them loose with all of the missiles, because the old one was a toy that had all sorts of play features with buttons that launched missiles. And I kid you not, it is almost one of the most infuriating things when I bump into the front of this thing that has these little missiles and they just go
ping. Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd it go? Somewhere. I don't know. The vacuum will find it. Like, dude.
Well, there is people that
this
see the
new one,
value. Yeah.
Dude, the new one has doors that close it completely. The old ones never had that,
Right.
including the original TVC version. And the ball turrets on this version, like if you got the Salt on Geonosis battle pack, that was the only way before the TVC that you could get it, and you had to buy 2 of them. So you ended up with 4 clone pilots that you didn't need just to get the 2 ball turrets. And then the ball turrets are huge. Like, if you see the ball turrets compared to the gunship on this one is huge because the ship is underscaled.
Mm-hmm.
So, in general, this thing is completely worth it. Like, I'm backing 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I need
I'm
one
interested...
for Clone Wars,
ahead,
one for theatrical. I need at least 2. And
just...
if this thing struggles to fund in the last couple days, if it struggles to fund, I might just order maximum. I'll do 5. Like, I want this thing to fund, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta have it. If it's close, man, like, I'll push it. I'll do whatever I have to.
I think
I'm
go
excited.
ahead before Coffee jumps in, because I want to get Hendrix and Coffee's perspective on this, because you guys do not collect TVC at all. You are much more into hot toys, much more into bigger items when it comes to specific characters. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts, but I did just want to jump in. I think Howlrunner said this in the chat. I'm just trying to find his chat here. He said, is this really a dream project, though? And that's something that I kind of wanted to touch on here. Here we go. Was this anyone's dream project, though? I know that that's a big comment that's getting thrown around by, in my opinion, old heads who are crossing their arms and stomping their feet because it's not the big brown quote. It's not the big brown box that they can throw their Jawas in. But I think for me, just because it's not your dream project doesn't mean it's not anybody's dream project. For us kids who grew up with the prequels and the Clone Wars, even as a kid, I always thought that a larger Republic gunship that I didn't have to like duck my clone troopers under to get them to stand in the vehicle, and that the ball turrets didn't look so big on, that was always something I thought would be awesome when I was a kid. And so that is something that I do contest with people, I know Hal Renner's not saying it like how other people say it, but that's a thing that I've been seeing getting thrown around, just regurgitated a lot, is this isn't a dream project. This isn't a dream project. No, because it's not original trilogy or new media. That's the only things they've ever done before. This is the first prequel era Haslab, and I think that Mooch was spitting, and a lot of people were really hitting the nail on the head here by saying that if this fails, it's not going to be like what you got with everybody thinks like it's not deja vu with the Rancor. That's my big thing I've been saying is I'm getting deja vu to the Rancor campaign. Everyone was like, well, we'll show Hasbro that we don't like the stretch goals and we don't think this is worth it, so we're gonna be done with it. And then guess what? 4 years later, we still have not had a single Black Series figure Haslab.
He ran away.
They stopped, and there are currently 0 plans for the team to do another one. And I think that while this might not make them halt Black or TVC Haslabs altogether, it might make them really like slow down, because the Cantina did not fund all the tiers, and then if you have one that fails or doesn't fund all the tiers after that, you get a
downward trend.
It is downward trend, and I think that that's something that is very dangerous for the community to kind of be a portion of the community to almost be smear campaigning this and saying that, you know, unless it was cheaper or came with, I think some of the stuff is ridiculous. Like I keep seeing this should have come with 2 bark speeders and ATRT and 20 clone troopers and been $50 cheaper. I'm like,
crazy.
You're out of your mind.
There's value, and then there's like ridiculous kind of comments like that. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
That's like some Lego collector talk right there.
Yeah,
That's what they always
my
say.
God. Now,
Give me 30 minifigs with it.
Hendrix and Coffee, you guys are Hot Toys people. You guys are both backing this. What was the pull to back this Haslab project? Whoever wants to go first.
Oh, I think Coffee's muted. He's trying to talk.
Oh, I was saying Hendrix can go first. My bad.
Okay. So for me, this is purely nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know, crazy Star Wars hot take, but Attack of the Clones is my personal favorite. Not saying it's the best Star Wars movie, but it is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so this, you know, the first time we see the gunship, you got your heroes, you know, backed in a circle, basically about to get killed. And then the freaking gunship comes in, Yoda, all the clones, like just Star Wars iconography, in my opinion. And especially for prequel fans, like the gunship is like Moocher said, this is our X-Wing. This is our iconic ship that, and especially, you know, in the Clone Wars, we see these all the time. And I just think that the size, the detail, I do hope that like they maybe show a video of the older TVC gunship with this and just show like, yes, it's not just bigger, you know, there's so much more that is going into this. And I think that it's like the ultimate prequel, you know, ship that you could want, and it's the first one that they've done for a Haslab. So I don't think that this failing is going to do anything other than show Hasbro the wrong signals. And if anything, if this thing funds and does well, that's just going to make them do more Haslabs in the future. It's not like Haslabs are going to go away if this funds, or they're only doing prequel Haslabs after this if this funds. Like, it'll just motivate them to do more Haslabs in general. So they're giving the prequel collectors a chance to get something here. And I think that's totally fair. And it's crazy that people like, it's blown my mind that people are like slandering this online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. Like Hendrix said, a lot of this is nostalgia. I love the I love the prequels too. I can acknowledge their flaws, but I still love them.
Yeah.
I grew up watching them. I love the scale on this. It's so much bigger. I love that it comes with the 2 pilots, the 2 stands, all the swap out pieces, the missiles, everything. It just looks so good. This is, it just, as soon as I saw it, it called my name. This is my first TVC Haslab. Very excited.
Wow.
Same.
And yeah, I have my little Saga collection, Delta Squad, that I'm going to put inside of it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And then I'm going to put some other clones in it and stuff. And I'm just very excited. I love the LAT. It's an amazing design. It has a bunch of features. The scale is great. And yeah, I'm just in on it. It's a once in a lifetime kind of thing to get something like this. And you know,
Yep.
if it doesn't fund, then I agree it's just going to send a lot of bad signals. I can agree. I think if it was $50 cheaper, a lot more people would have been in on it
I
for
agree.
sure. I would have loved if it was $50 cheaper too.
Who wouldn't, right?
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm super excited for it.
Well,
It's
Yeah.
it's great.
I will say this, and like I said, speaking on behalf of what Tommy calls the old heads, you're like we see it all as Star Wars. Like I'm honestly like an X-wing, a LAT, Millennium Falcon to Ahsoka ship. It's all under the same umbrella of Star Wars. Like we love it all, and we would have this right next to an X-wing. It's not like we would pick an era and stick to it. Yes, I'm all like insta buy with original trilogy, but at the same time, like give me a gunship. Hell yeah, I'm not gonna say no. And like I said, the ones who are talking about the look and and just the delivery itself or the offering itself, I think that they're being disingenuous. I think when it comes to actually like what you guys are talking about, all the detail and everything, it's just second to none. I mean, it is a great. It's not the problem. Like I said, when I was watching that live stream and I was watching the comment section, and again, when that price hit, that's when everybody's stomach dropped because that's a hard kind of like trigger to pull.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I want to just jump in because I know shelf life. I've been hovering the ban button over you because I know that you told me ahead of time that you had some thoughts that were hot takes on this. One thing that I really wanted to point out, and I have to give a shout out to Falcon, who's in my Patreon, he's in my Discord. He brought up a great point that a lot of people saying this should have been $350. He brought up the point that $350 in 2020 with inflation is about $436.
Right.
And that isn't far off from $450. So this probably came out 5 years ago, would have been a $350 Haslab. And
Right.
I think that the issue is, I think Scott said this to me, we were talking privately. I think that part of the issue is not so much the price of the ship, and kind of again touching on what Mooch said, and it's not so much that people can't afford it. It's one, wages haven't raised all that much since 2020, even though inflation has a lot. And the other part of it too is that I think people just don't see, if this was original trilogy, if this was Sandcrawler for like $550, I think you'd have that whole crowd who are being naysayers being like, oh, yep, I'll buy two. I'll get one to rock, one to stock.
There is some bias, sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that TVC being largely marketed toward the OT generation as that adult collector base, much more than Black Series, which has a lot more releases from prequels and Clone Wars and Rebels and things of that nature. I think you're just kind of jumping headfirst into a community that maybe wasn't ready for prequels. Maybe a lot of these people were still wanting the continuation of Return to Tatooine, whereas it's funny because at the same time, this Haslab has brought a lot of us who don't collect TVC almost at all, if not, we're out entirely on the line. A lot of us are turning our heads going, oh, I'll buy that. So it's kind of interesting because you're bringing in a lot of new people while also pissing off a lot of people who have been in. And again, I know Scott and Howlrunner are both, they're tired of Tatooine. They're tired of that theme, and they're in on something else. So Shelf, I'm going to give you the floor. Don't make me ban you. Don't make me ban you.
We just became friends.
I'm gonna make you big. You better not. No, I'm just kidding.
I got my collection. That's great. I love the Clone Wars.
What the hell?
Oh no, Tommy's big. I'm out.
What's going on?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with the positives. I love this set. It's absolutely incredible. I love the scale of it. The details, absolutely incredible. The swappable panels. As a Clone Wars fan, seeing that little Kit Fisto condom-looking thing going on, that was incredible. And all that was great. But that $450 price tag is crazy.
Yeah.
And I know you can justify it. You can open your pie graphs, all that. But $450 for one thing, that's a tough pill to swallow. And that's where I'm stuck at, is that price tag.
No, I get it.
And I love it too. And I'm a prequel fan. Look at that. I love the Clone Wars. So I'd be the biggest supporter of this. But $450. I'll probably get it in the end. So whatever. But it's a bit too much.
Okay. Yeah. So
sorry. Hate me. Kill me. Whatever.
What about this offering would make you pay $450, or what is it that you think with this current offering do you think the price should be?
Man, I mean, Tommy, we were on a phone call a little bit ago, and I was talking about like a Black Series, LATT, whatever, and I was saying 500 for that, for like a fiction scale. So that's
and that's cheating the scale.
Off.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit cheap, I guess, but I would say 350, maybe 400's kind of where I think it's a good price at.
I thought 350 would have been an insta buy. Like that's where my head was when I was looking. I'm like, okay, that's a 350 vehicle. And I was even like I said, maybe in my own ignorant way of saying like that might even be with like this new era of pricing. Because like I said, I'm looking at it, I go, that's not a $450 vehicle. I'm just being realistic. You know, again, I'm putting all categories of fandom and Black Street collectors, whatever. And again, I don't collect vintage collection, but I do buy Haslabs, and I have a Razor Crest. You know, I didn't buy the Cantina. Yeah. I missed out on the barge, but I was like, okay, cool. I could do this. I could do a gunship. 350 would have been like, all right, I'm good. That would have been it. And I don't know, man. It's a shell. Like it's a shell. It's
yeah. Now
I'm not trying. I don't want to be. I'm not being negative. Again, I want this. No. I'm rooting for it. I really am. Like, and I do see like Hasbro. I don't think they're gonna go double down on the next Haslab if this fails. I really think they're gonna just go back to the drawing board and look and will they blame us or will they blame their aggressiveness of this? I know they're trying to justify a price. I get it. But there are no lights and sounds. If there were, maybe I can be like, all right, 450, that could be.
Yeah.
Thing, but,
I do. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
We're hitting our wavelengths. We're going back and forth. But 450, that's tough.
It's 450 base, and then you add tax. I know shipping, so you're like 470 something out the door, and
it's crazy. It's crazy. I just I love the set, and I probably will back it in the end.
Sure.
You got to acknowledge that 450, even if you love this, that's a pretty steep.
I mean, that's where I'm seeing across the board everywhere. That's the issue. Yeah. I am seeing, like what you guys say, I am seeing some people are just being kind of nitpicky on certain things, but I think the 90% of the gripe is the price, and you're seeing the backing right now. It's at 2,000, a little over 2. Which is fine. I think it's on pace. Honestly, I think
it'll back. It'll back. Yeah.
But those tiers, those tiers aren't something where it's like people would back out if it doesn't max out. You know what I mean? They'll still keep a base price.
Now, there's a couple things I want to point out here. Somebody said, first of all, shout out to John Graber, the space jockey. My favorite glup shitto from ICCCon. I spit on Black Series. My man with no shoes on.
Love it. Love it.
But a couple things I wanted to say. One was my big thing I wish that this included was more nose art panels. I wish we could have gotten, and I know Hunter and I talked about this, Where's Plo's Bros? Where is the Twi'lek and the clone armor? Where is the Separatist Nightmare? You know, there are so many more nose arts where the gunship itself is the same. Now, I will say Plo's Bros is blue and Separatist Nightmare is green. So I can understand them not wanting to include nose arts where the color of the gunship itself is different. But I'm fine. I would be fine with that if it meant including more nose arts. But there is one counter to that too. I saw some people being like, they should have included swappable panels so you can have the Tiger Shark gunship and the Coruscant Guard. I'm like, what are you talking about? That is like a whole new ship. That is way more involved than just a nose panel. You have to do the whole
wings and everything. Like,
dude, no,
that's too much.
Yeah. But I the Lucky Leku, that's what it's called. Thank you. That was what I was thinking of.
It's I was gonna add to this.
Oh, you're good, Fig.
Because I don't collect TVC, but I think this thing's freaking amazing. It has one of the coolest sounds of a ship ever.
Oh yeah,
yes.
But like, I feel like at least maybe this is my perspective with Haslabs.
Yeah.
So since they started, I feel like around $500. You just expect that. If it's cheaper, heck yeah. But like, and maybe that's because just my collecting. Right? I collect stuff. I collect Joy Toy stuff. I collect Hot Toys. I collect Mezco. I collect imports. And I guess it's just like, it's kind of a mindset. I'm not saying there's any wrong or right way. Like, I get value in what you're buying is huge.
Right.
You want bang for your buck. On the same token, like at this point, for as long as I've been collecting Hasbro products with them doing Haslabs, I think that 500 mark is not to be unexpected. So if it's underneath it, and it's something you really want as a fan, I'm like, just do it. Because there's also this aspect, not to put money on it, but most Haslabs up to this point, once you buy it, if you ever wanted to resell it,
resale is crazy. Yeah,
you're gonna make your money back. So if it's something that you're like, dude, I'm on the fence on, I just urge you to, not saying you should, you do whatever you want to do, whatever the reasons. Money is huge, right? We all have budgets, we all have that aspect where I'm not saying you're a brokey or anything like that. If you
I am.
Just
say you're broke.
No, you get what I'm saying. Like, you could be a multimillionaire and only want to spend $200 or $100 on this stuff. It's your personal whatever you want to do with your money type of thing. I just feel like if it's something you really want, like jump on it because like it's a one and done type of thing. And if you go to get it, if you have any regret and you go to get in the aftermarket, you're gonna think 450 was bad, for example. So I don't want to throw that.
Oh, look at the barge! It's $900, about $1,000. I
mean, $2K. It's $2K.
Oh, $2K. Yeah. I mean,
that's a prime example. So there was always that. And one other thing, and I think Wilbon and a couple of other of us talked about this the other day when we saw this. Is I do wish maybe Hasbro would promote the fact that if you back this, you don't have to. It doesn't come out till the end of the project. If you have any concerns, you can always back out. There's no negative effect to that. So I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'll wait and see." I'm gonna wait, which is fine too. Again, there's no wrong way to do it, but like it shows interest, like early engagement to a product. If it's a Haslab like you're really into, like don't mess around, because I go back to the Rancor because I was so hyped for that. I remember that whole deal we've talked about numerous times at this point, and the fact that it didn't back is one of the most as a collector, I shouldn't say heartbreaking because this is all toys, right? But like as a collector, that was a hard pill to swallow. It was like it was the director clinic line. We were that close to greatness. So I don't want to see that happen to any Haslab.
I do have one last thing. I mean, just so. Okay, two things on the Haslab front, and I'll go back to that dream project. That what Hal Runner said, right? And Tommy said that is not something that the fandom made up. That is a Hasbro quote. Okay, that was their mission statement. So you got to put that in that line, right? But two things is they promised us that they wouldn't do two Haslabs simultaneously anymore, run at the same time, and even though this is Star Wars and that's G.I. Joe, there are two. In the 20-day span, when they both end, that's $800 for both if you're back in, if you're a multi-line collector like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Just because, and honestly, they collect for that value too. They want the Haslabs, you know, and they're gonna buy them. So they're going back on that promise of never running to. Again, they're gonna give us all the tiers up front. Cool, they're sticking to that. And then what 212 was talking about earlier, I think it was 212 was talking about the fact that getting older gunships is becoming virtually impossible. So this is their way of re-offering it. And I think that's awesome. But I don't know if that's a Haslab decision, right? It could have been a $200 base or $300, whatever it was, like the Millennium Falcon or the AT-AT or whatever they did in the past. They can reissue that in a TVC collection. And again, I'm just spitballing here. I'm kind of like going into the psychology of a Haslab pick.
Right.
Where
this is what I want. And on this stream is like difference of opinion is important because I like that you and Shelf are kind of giving some dissenting opinions on this Haslab. So it's not just an echo chamber of 7 people on a stream just saying, I mean, this is the best thing ever and everyone should buy. You know, it's important to have these conversations.
What we're gonna do tomorrow, right, Tommy? It was a realistic Haslab pitch, a realistic, right? And I was like sitting there going like, I could give you my realistic pitch of an X-Wing Black Series for $350, and I'm talking realistic now. This would have been like something like, wow, I can go that far into maybe something that's just a little bit more fantasy driven. But the fact that the Haslab was created to bring up ships that are like a once in a lifetime, never like ever thought of, for example, an AT-AT Black Series, that would just like, again, that's in that vein of, I'm not saying that they need to or they have to, but that's that vein. They would be thinking of projects that would never be seen the light of day, and this is your opportunity. And like what Fig was talking about, $500, sure, expect that in that vein. This, in my opinion, doesn't fall into that category. But again, I'm a cheerleader for this. So I'll do my part, honestly, to try to get you guys this in your guys' hands. You know what I mean? Like,
I do want to say something on it too, but if somebody else wants to go first,
go ahead, Hunter.
I just wanted to say off like what you were saying, like about this being like a dream project, you know, like whether or not it is. That's where I feel like, man, it's really hard to hear like this pushback because it almost makes it feel like as a fan, you know, a younger fan, I'm like, man, isn't there room for us too? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I want this bad, man. And like, I don't understand why people say the old ones, you know, people who say that the old ones are equivalent to this are just crazy. Right. Now they could say that for them, it's good enough and good. And like, if that's good enough for you and you got the old one, I'm happy for you, but it is not equivalent to this. And, you know, on the price thing too, you know, this will be my 4th Haslab for vintage collection because I have the Razor Crest, the Ghost, and then I did back the Cantina, even though I probably won't keep it, but I'm definitely getting this. And, you know, when they came out with the dimensions, the old one is already equivalent to the size of the Razor Crest. This one being 20% bigger makes it that much bigger than the Razor Crest. And this one has features like posable ball turrets, and it has a spring-loaded like assist the doors open on the bay. Like the Razor Crest doesn't have features like that. Like it just has the removable panels that you got to do yourself and things like that. And like it's cool for that, but I still see how this thing can be more, because the Razor Crest was like $375. I remember paying like $380 for it. Maybe that was after tax.
Yeah, it was out the door.
But you know, that was 2019 or was that 2020? One of those years. And you're talking, 6 years later. And I see how this thing could be $450 for sure, because it being that much bigger than the Razor Crest. And you have these other features, and it comes with 2 pilots. I mean, you did get figures with the Razor Crest, but this thing has so much more. What am I trying to say? I was talking about this with Tommy. So much more potential. Or like with a Razor Crest, something like that, you're going to do it one way. You're gonna put Mando in the pilot seat. You're gonna put Grogu in there, but with this, like, I'm talking about having one for Clone Wars animated figures in it. I'm talking about one for having Revenge of the Sith, theatrical clones in it, and like Coffee's gonna have his Republic Commando figs in it. It's like, I don't know. I feel like this is diverse enough with this release, for the price and everything. And the flight stands, 2 flight stands. I mean, I don't know. I just see all sorts of value in it. I will say, I wish they would have took note with like G.I. Joe past Haslabs with the tiers and did some sort of like smoke trail missile effect.
Oh, that would have been sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Cool.
if they would have done like the green beams coming from the ball turrets, like stuff like that would have been awesome for a tier. Because personally, the way I'm going to have mine, I don't have any use for any of the Jedis that come with it, so I won't be opening those at all. So
why?
But
yeah,
it is what it is.
That was a great point that Zach at Black Series Cantina, he made like a YouTube short, like a reel about it, and he kind of said the same thing, that he wished this came with some effects. And I agree. That's another thing with the panels. I think that specifically for the ball turrets, those green effects, like that mini Death Star blast, would have been awesome to see, And then another thing here, Darth Stargazer brought up a great point here. If everyone just waits around and sees, this is something we say about every Haslab project, if everyone sits around and says, I'll wait till the end to see if I want to back it and see where it's at. Well, if everybody thinks like that, then you're not pushing that number up early on, when you can just back out towards the end, like Fig was saying earlier. And those campaign haters, man, those people are real, and they will get louder and meaner as the campaign goes on. And he's right about the fence sitters. The fence sitters will start just backing out on the Haslab. And something else that I wanted to bring up to kind of give more credit to the price of this, and again, maybe it's just copium, maybe it's just me like trying to gaslight myself into thinking I had made a good purchase here, is the wingspan of this gunship is actually wider than the Ghost, and the length of the ship is only 6 inches shorter than the Ghost. So this vehicle is a pretty damn big vehicle.
That's huge.
And that, I think, puts it into perspective for people a lot more by saying that it's actually wider than the Ghost is in wingspan, and that it's just 6 inches off. And we all know, 6 inches is a lot, depending on who you ask. But, the length of the vehicle being almost 30 inches long, that is a big deal. And I think that people are, again, old heads. I understand OT over everything for a lot of old heads and people that prefer the original trilogy in general. But when they look at their gunship and they see that, I think they're visualizing that same vehicle instead of thinking of just how large this Haslab is.
I'm seeing a lot more complaining by the younger the younger guys than the old heads.
Really?
For this one? Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, we blanket Star Wars under an umbrella. I mean, it's Star Wars. Star Wars to us. It's like, it's not, we pick it. It's not eras. As long as you don't call it 77, we're good. So
Star Wars 77 is peak.
Yeah, it's OT. Star Wars was never remade. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I consider this is Star Wars, right? So I'm not gonna not buy it because it's prequel or Clone Wars. It can only be OT. You know what I mean? But yes, but I also do recognize, like, if this was X-Wing, right? I would be justifying a price $450. Yeah, come on, guys. It's like,
right.
I'd be finding
or like
value.
an Imperial shuttle. An Imperial shuttle,
dude. Yeah, if you give me the shuttle Tidarium, I would be finding
that
value
would be cool.
into it, of course. And like I said, dude, I get it. But we'll see. We'll see where it happens. I think it'll pass. I think it'll barely pass, but it'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I've exhausted a lot of my conversation on this. Does anybody else have any other comments they want to make on this shelf life?
Yeah. I love Coleman Trevor. I think that's an amazing tier. I'm going to pick up his mangled corpse and throw it on the ship, just sitting there, face down. No one likes him. I mean, what a loser. But talking seriously, but about the tiers, I'm not blown away by them, nor is that
neither am I.
on me like backing this. They're fine. it doesn't blow me away. If we get Coleman Trevor, dude, that's sick. The rest of them, nah. And then going back real quick, I just want to like clear my case. I love this thing. I think it's gorgeous. I probably will back this, but I just wanted to acknowledge that 450 is quite a bit of money.
It is
for anything.
You're right.
It is.
Is it too big? Is it too small? Where are the cases? I'm not arguing that. Just 450, whatever. But I think this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god! And if we're gonna get a little battle damage, a little dirt thrown on there, fantastic. I have nowhere to put it. I was like putting it in the middle of my floor. But yeah, and I don't know if anyone wants to talk about the tiers. Any thoughts, opinions, questions?
Give me those in Black Series.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
here's an option too. You can always sell those 3 figures for about what, $100, $120,
You
and
really
then
could.
make that up for the ship too. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, I'll play devil's advocate. You guys can shit on me, but I wish it did come with a few more clones.
I do. I kind of do too.
You know, if it just came with like a clone lieutenant, which is like impossible for Hasbro to get right, I think that would be great. Just like a standard clone, maybe a sergeant, lieutenant, whatever. That'd be cool. So I'm on the fence, but in the end, I'll probably definitely get this.
I was gonna say, isn't that kind of like, to me, like you want? I don't know. I would throw in just a phase 1 clone sheet.
Yeah.
Just one,
Like,
of course.
I mean, at least one.
Pack,
I would say 2 or a 4-pack because
So here's where I'm at. This is my counter to that.
okay.
I actually would probably be annoyed if they included Phase 1 clones either as a stretch goal or anything, or any clone for that matter, because this 4-pack is currently available. The 2/12 4-pack currently available. Right now, you have and I'm just pulling stuff off my wall. There's a Phase 1 clone, lieutenant. He's actually a Phase 1 501st currently available. You can get a Phase 1 from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, but that one
looks
has a removable helmet,
This
though.
is true. You can get a lot of clones currently available in stores. And I get it. It's a troop carrier. It probably should come with some troops. But that, for me, is not a deal breaker because I've been buying the clone troopers.
You know what?
I like that
I'm
you
gonna
get
say-
to make it your own. That's what
I'm
I
gonna
like.
say-
You get to choose what you want to put in it.
True.
I disagree with Tommy. I think if they threw in 2 plain white Phase 1 clones with the socket helmet instead of a removable helmet, I think that would have been nice as an extra toss-in.
Fair.
But I'm also not going to let something like that be like a
It's not a
deciding
deal
factor.
breaker. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that was going to be my counterpoint to you, Tommy, as well. Is like I know they're readily available, which is awesome. So like I guess I should have rephrased it as a tier. No, I just think they should have put it with it because it's just like stormtroopers. Like if you're doing something that carries them, I feel like you should at least get one just generic with the ship. Because, for example, I don't collect TVC at all. What if this is all I wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to go buy clone troopers for it. If it came with 1 or 2, it would be all done. So that was kind of my.
Hero Collection says rewatch the launch video.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
We missed something. Oh.
This is I'm gonna get copyright struck if I do that. I'm not gonna.
Oh my god.
Someone find me a version of this with the guy who's scraping the putty out of the 10-gallon buckets on the bottom of the screen so I can watch that.
Big, I was going to say, I think you are kind of spitting, though, because it would be cool to have at least 2 Phase 1s so you could have guys to man the ball turrets instead of just having them empty.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been kind of cool to at least have 2 clones to man the ball turrets, but...
Right, and they don't have the P1 without a removable helmet, just like a plain white P1.
Right.
That would have been like great, and then they could, make a mainline or something.
But how do you feel if they start doing like the Battle of Geonosis stuff before this comes out? But like, next year, 2026, we get a
Companion
TVC
pieces.
army builder pack or something, that you can pick up for this in advance,
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick thing to say, real quick. What if this fails moving on with the Battle of Geonosis? Like,
Yeah.
Well, they have to continue because all the stuff for Battle of Geonosis is already in production,
but
or
Yeah.
like too far along. So then they're gonna have
Yeah.
no Haslab and then have all this
Right.
Geonosis stuff.
yeah, I worry about that because it'll feel incomplete. Like,
Yeah.
hey, now we're missing
Yeah.
this gunship. You know what I mean?
The
So,
centerpiece of that campaign, just like the cantina was that centerpiece to
Yeah.
propel everything else. I do want to say, as far as like the kind of like outrage and praise, you find me in any Haslab that never had this. Every single Haslab goes through
Yeah.
anger and excitement. I mean, the cantina was very diverse. I mean, even the Razor Crest, especially after they blew it up, it was very like, So this is, as far as like the descent, it's normal. It's normal. I think as the longer it goes, and as you were talking about the specs, I was kind of going like, all right, cool. Okay. I'm in my head, I'm like putting that in a little bit better perspective, especially like sizing it up to the Ghost, right? Because I was sizing up to what I have, like, the Razor Crest. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. But you're telling me, like, dimension wise, this is bigger than I could see. I'm not seeing it in person. I think the longer it goes, maybe some upward momentum will happen. Who knows? But you're gonna have it in any Haslab, no matter what. If it was any era, you're gonna have people bitching about it. So it's
True that. Sorry, I didn't catch any of those last couple minutes because I had to.
I'll start over. Okay, so
That's crazy.
Yeah. I had to have my fiance Jen. If you didn't see her in the corner, she get to come in and remove the dog. He had a crinkly toy. I was like, ooh, not the best time for that. But I think honestly, what could really help this campaign is if they release some really badass add-ons on, because so far this year they've done monthly fan streams. If they do a monthly fan stream in October and TVC either gives us something to pit against the LAC gunship or things to put either with or in the gunship, maybe some new clones, maybe a small vehicle to accompany it, maybe like a spider droid or an AAT droid tank to fight, stuff that will still be available after the campaign is over, so you don't have to buy it right this instant. I think that might also entice a lot of people. Okay, yeah, I could buy the gunship now if it means I can also put these other things around it and build a display over time.
What else are they going to do with this Battle of Geonosis? I mean, it's got to be separatist ships. It's got to be it can't be just arena, right? That part of Geonosis, especially if this is the centerpiece. So I would expect a lot of companion pieces in the vintage collection, and we'll see if any of that carries over to Black Series. Like there was some that carried over from the Tatooine, to Black Series, and that's what I'm kind of curious. Like, are we going to get Geonosian, warriors? Are we going to get Poggle the Lesser? Are we going to get the arena beasts in Black Series, because this is a campaign that should encompass all of their stuff going next year.
All right, I got to share this. Go ahead, whoever was saying that.
I was going to say, I would love to get a forward command post with that.
Yeah,
you get the forward command post that you can have the commander talking to Yoda there. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
All right, guys, I'm going to pull this up. Hopefully I don't get copyright
Shelf has something.
Yes, Shelf.
I got one thing. I just went to go back it right now, and it would not let me. It said, I will say this verbatim. We are sorry that order cannot be placed. There's a problem happening due to a high order volume. Let's go! That's amazing.
Wow.
That actually
I've been paying
happened
attention
to me. That actually happened to me earlier today as well.
Wow.
I've been paying attention, and so far since we've been streaming it upped six units.
Nice.
Whatever. So I'm out again. I was just in.
So I'm gonna play this video because people in the chat are saying that we should watch the video. This is on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel.
Just mute it.
I will just mute it.
Should be fine.
Good idea. You don't need
or
volume
talk
for
over
this
it
anyway.
Or talk over it.
Let's see what all the hubbub is about. Let's maybe analyze this a little bit.
I haven't watched anything on this project. Just saying.
You have not?
Uh-uh.
All right. So I'm interested to see. Just give me a super battle droid in TVC, and that'll get me. Okay. And I spent a lot of time the other day trying to compare the current Phase 1 clone to the ones I see in the render. So I'm interested. I can't really tell if it's that current version or if it's a new version. Okay. Screen grabs are awesome.
Yeah.
I love those cannons. I loved on the one I had as a kid. It clicked whenever it turned.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
I love
that.
the clicking.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Maybe I should
Hunter,
watch this.
if you're gonna rip
Yeah.
ass, just turn off your mic.
I can smell it from here.
Oh yeah. Hold on, real quick.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
Maybe I shouldn't watch this. 'Cause,
what are we looking for?
I don't know. I'm still watching.
well, Brendan said, where's the super battle droids at the Battle of Geonosis? Question mark.
I love
Oh,
that
I
they have
think
that
it's-
back that they can hold on to.
I think it's
That's
those
cool.
clones right there. I think those are the ones with
Those
the
are new.
swappable helmet. Yeah,
Yeah.
not removable.
Did you see that you can actually access the med bay on this side? It's like an actual
That's sick.
cavity. Yeah. So cool.
I'm so
such
excited for this.
it's a well done video. It's a very well done
Yeah.
promo.
It's
Does it come
awesome.
with an acclimator as a tier?
Wow.
An entire
Yeah.
Venator.
Right.
My boy.
Yeah, Coleman.
Yeah. And the
Black
force
Series
hand.
One?
He didn't do much with that force hand.
Black Series 1?
Yeah, right.
Black Series 1?
I'm so excited for this. I hope
I
it
know,
backs.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
trying to back it. It won't let me. So
It's got it
I
back.
blame Hasbro for that one.
Man, it's got to be something that they said. It's got to be something in the audio that.
That was the launch video, so it might have been the
Yeah.
clones that.
I think it
No,
was the
yeah,
clone.
Brandon said I know a fire toy when I see one, so it's definitely the clones. It's the P1
Well,
with a removable
Like-
helmet.
Like a new 4-pack or something.
It's gonna be
Maybe.
a 4-pack.
That'd be
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Now we figured it out.
I might buy a
So-
couple of those.
See?
All right,
That's
go ahead,
it.
Vic.
I was going to say, like, if I was backing this, then
Yeah.
I would be buying, because I don't own anything. So having those P1 clones readily available is so smart. I'm glad,
Mm-hmm.
glad that they're doing that.
All right, so there's something I want to talk about. If you know, we'll switch topics a little bit and kind of wind down the stream here. We're 2 hours in, and I appreciate we've had over 60 people watching for a good while now. So I really do appreciate everybody tuning in for
Oh, yeah.
the first stream here. So anybody else have any more thoughts on the Haslab? One way or the other.
It's still early.
Still early.
It's
We're
still
only
early.
about
I mean, we're only 2
in.
days
This is
into
day
it.
2? Yeah.
Exactly. And 2000 is not something to just laugh about. I mean,
Yeah.
really, it's yeah. I mean, the GI Joe one is stalled at 7,600, something like that. Only needs a couple hundred more to go.
Dude.
You know, but again, there's that 10% push at the end that will, push these along. So.
Yeah. Well, all I'm going to say is back the gunship unless you're Shelf Life. Shelf Life heard the negative. Hasbro heard the negative things you said, and now they said,
get outta
no,
here."
forget you. You're not
Yeah,
getting
have
one
one
back
now.
now. Yeah. They said, go play with your old one since you like that so
I
much.
can't order it. I'm doing it right now.
play
I
with the
can't
old
order it.
We went from the beginning of saying he wasn't to fully committed, and now he can't. It's like a heart.
I'm like, I think 450s. I'm done. I'll say it one last time. 450s, a high price. I'm still gonna back it. As you see, I'm trying to back it.
No, I don't believe you.
But I'll take
Share
a picture.
screen and credit card
I don't
info.
care. It's crazy.
No.
Can you share that info? We need the last 3 digits and
Yeah, the magic
we
3
can talk about
numbers.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So-
the only thing I will say, when you're talking like $450 to go with like what Shelf Life's saying, us like Hendrix and Coffee and I, and Tommy, all big. Even all of us who collect Hot Toys know what it's like to go with like Sideshow and how convenient they have like a payment plan system
it's
set up.
nice.
Yeah, payment plan would be awesome for Haslab.
I feel like if
Yeah.
they had that set up for Haslabs, people would be so
no question, dude.
in on that. Yeah,
Seriously,
Yeah.
no question.
like
Put
I'm
a-
paying for or something. Like
Put a
if they
deposit
just
down,
allowed that.
like put a deposit down when you back it, like you
Yeah.
know, just literally just like Sideshow. Put $50 down, $40, and then just throughout the campaign, like pay it, and then I guess if it doesn't fund, they'll just refund that
It's
money.
an easier pill to swallow, and
Yeah.
it makes a lot more sense. It's a psychology thing.
Yep.
People would be like $450, yeah, cool, but I can pay it without, because this is an investment that you won't see for a year and a half, 2 years
Yeah.
sometimes, you know.
Right.
And even if people miss payments or something, like you think Hasbro's not going to be able to sell those on their website later, like a limited number that like
Mhm.
people
They've
just
done it in the past, so
yeah,
They
exactly.
could even up it by like $100 because
Yeah.
now people can't get it.
Yeah.
Right.
I just feel like a win-win, but I'm
Yeah.
sure they have their reasonings. I would say the biggest one is probably because it is a Haslab. You have to fund it to make it made to order, essentially.
well,
Right.
the more it struggles, they
But-
will come up with more creative things to do.
True.
If Haslabs are struggling in the future, they're going to make it to their business, right? They don't want to
Right.
walk away from it. Hopefully they change kind of like their business model to affect times or whatever it is. So in the past, they haven't had this problem. It's been some of these things have been funded in 24 hours. They've added tiers of things. I mean, this is kind of new ground for them too, as far as like not backing with like really, really fast. So if that's all we want as a community is them to change gears in ways like, all right, cool, Rancor didn't pass. Let's get a Rancor that will pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Galactus, look it.
Dude.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic. But recently, as of the other day, from a certain movie, I've always liked that character, but now I really wish.
Oh, I saw it last night. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
so good. So
Just
good.
get the Hot Toys one, the 5 POA.
Dude,
Hot
I'm
Toys.
telling you, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Okay.
It looks really cool. But that's a whole other subject.
Yeah.
So I feel like all I have to say is back the Haslab, unless you don't want it, unless your shelf life, again, banned from Hasbro Pulse allegedly.
What the hell?
Yeah, or just do quad pay,
Yeah, dude.
No.
Don't.
Brandon's here. Help me out. I can't do it.
So here's a couple more things I want to talk about. These are the only other real Star Wars reveals I wanted to talk about from the show this weekend, and these are Mafex Star Wars reveals.
Hey.
Now we gotta talk about some peak. Now we gotta talk about one. Apologies if this is kind of a low res image, because I'm gonna be honest. I was at my sister's grad party all day. I wasn't the most prepared for all the photos, but
That's
here
the
is
only
the
photo.
Bro.
painted version of Mafex
So good.
Bosk, brother.
good.
This thing looks incredible.
Yes, dude. This is one of those, like, when I saw the unpainted version, I was like, if this comes out, I need this in my collection. Now that I see the painted version, I need this even more on my shelf.
You know what though? Like, I just think those gappy elbows, bro. They just they're just killing it for me. I can't do it.
God. Said someone.
Yeah, just stick with the black series, bro.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah.
want to see more pictures of this, obviously.
Yeah.
But just from this, I mean, you guys probably know me. I have all the Mafex. Not that there's only 2 from this scene so far. So I'm all in. I've been waiting to see this in color painted. So I'm glad that we got some imagery of that. I hope it's sooner than later they drop it, and I
Yeah.
hope we get the rest of the bounty hunters from that scene.
I think they will.
I think if they did Forlom first, that was a sign, because I feel like Forlom is like one of the least, not least desirable, but one of the least expected from that crew of bounty hunters. So if they did him first, I think it's pretty safe to say they plan to do the rest over time.
Yeah.
And Mafex is like notoriously like slower with releases. They take their time. They really perfect things, I think, before they put them out. So yeah.
I'm curious to hear what Coffee, the former Papa Import, says.
Dude, it looks so good. I know it's gonna be super expensive just because they've been raising prices like crazy recently.
Yeah.
But the Forlom is a peak figure. The Boba Fett might be one of the best 6-inch Star Wars figures of all time. Very excited for this. It looks very good. It's gonna articulate really nice, it looks like. And yeah, it's really cool. I doubt I'm gonna pick it up, but maybe if it goes on like a deep discount one day, I'll consider it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Shelf, are you holding up the archive one?
Yeah, I got it right here. It's,
What about it?
I was like, is there a hinged jaw on this new?
I can't
Mafex?
tell. They might do swappable
It's probably
heads.
a swap out head, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
their thing.
even though this is an archive, it's when did this come out? Like 2013, 1927. I'm not sure what year it was. but
That's
not bad. It's
2014.
not bad for
Black
Bob.
Series Bosk is great.
He
Yeah.
is great, especially for the time.
Yeah,
I've been looking back and forth. Like,
Oh.
would I want to pay that much for a new Bosk?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's like
I
everything.
don't know. I still got to try to fund the gunship. I'm trying every second that goes by.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say it really depends on like for me, for like Empire Strikes Back is my Tide movie and stuff, like my Tide for favorite thing of all time, and that scene especially. And since I've already started with them, this is like a no-brainer. But like if you haven't got any, the Black Series are very good figures for their cost too. I don't see an error in either way. It's really a preference. If you're more like they're just background characters and all I need is a decent representation, then yeah, don't be dropping 120, 150 on an import figure. But if you want the best possible 1/12 figure of those characters, Mafex is doing a great job. So that was
No. Philosopher Fig, well said.
I wouldn't go that deep with me. Just sometimes I say decent stuff.
Yeah, this is for me. This is Bosk is just a badass enough character. I especially loved his couple episodes in the Clone Wars series. I got to see with him too. That really was awesome. And for me, this is an immediate pickup. Bosk is just one of those weird characters in Star Wars that I gravitate towards. You know, no matter what I see him, and I'm always like, yeah, Bosk. That's like one of my top so many characters, but. We also had a couple of prototypes here coming in, unfinished figures, meaning they're kind of just grayscale. And again, sorry, the picture's going to be a little small. Bro. We got Hunter. I know Hunter's excited. Mando Season 3 Bo-Katan.
That's crazy.
We're getting it.
Hell yeah. This is a pass for me. I don't know, because I have the current Mafex. I have the current Mafex Bo-Katan, and it's one of my. It's one of the best 6-inch figures I've ever handled. And honestly, if this one comes with more, and it's not, maybe more than just the Darksaber, I probably would end up picking this one up and selling my old one.
What if it's the Season 3 head sculpt with her hair?
With real hair instead of the wig? Ooh,
no. Her different hairstyle in Season 3 versus Season 2.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. The wig instead of the whatever she had in Season 2.
I thought she had a wig in Season 2 also.
It was worse in Season 2. Yeah, so I would probably pick this up if the hair sculpt looks more accurate. Yeah. Yeah, this is for me all day. And then we also have Moff Gideon in his Dark Trooper armor from Mando Season 3.
Didn't SHF also announce one?
They teased it, but never.
Yeah, they did the same thing as they're doing here, basically.
Yeah.
I got to say the cape on this looks much better than the SHF.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And
I would be very surprised if this ever comes out.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that with SHF, because SHF does a lot of talking and
yeah. Dude, I don't want to open my Black Series one. I want to get one of these.
Yeah. The Black Series one is good though.
It is cool.
It is.
I know, but I'm like, man, I want one of these instead.
This is like, I just think he looks so cool. So because I'm a rule of cool guy a lot of times. Because I have the Black Series one, I would pick this up and just probably replace it in my collection with this. It's such a just a cool looking design.
Yeah.
That's really the only reason I like it. It's a awesome Mandalorian helmet with that armor. You guys know though. If you think it's cool, get it. But I hope it comes out too.
Yeah, man. This is I might actually pick this up just because of how much I love the Black Series version of this character. I think this is one of my favorite Black Series figures of this year is this Moff Gideon. He's a really fun figure, like a really, really fun figure. I love his accessories, articulation, obviously bar the no thigh swivel. I really think that this guy is a fantastic Black Series figure and just the rule of cool, honestly. And if Mafex releases him, I might pick him up. I don't know. I can't say right now. But yeah, so with that about wraps up any Star Wars. Was there any Star Wars reveals that I missed? Anything? I can't think of anything I really wanted to cover.
No, I think that was everything.
We covered the TVC garbage, the Haslab, the Black Series, and the Mafex. That's really all I wanted to cover.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then right after we get done streaming, Hot Toys will release 3 new Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
All right, good night.
All Geonosis.
They'll do Obi-Wan and Anakin from the Duel of Mustafar with sculpted hair, and then they'll do a new 2/12 clone.
They're gonna drop their
God.
lat gunship.
Yeah, that's what their Hot Toys Lat Gunship, and then because all those collectors are not brokies, they'll all be like, "Oh, give me that gunship! I'll pay $3,000 for that. I'll drive it to work."
I got parked in my garage, guys.
Hendrix, what's up?
I was just about to say, like, I'm trying to get all my like Hot Toys buddies to like back the gunship because I'm like, bro, you guys like to spend your money, so let's get this thing funded, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Send
Gotta
out
do
the
the
word,
gotta do
yeah.
the Lord's work, you know.
Like the bat signal, you gotta send it.
God's
out.
plan.
So just to wind down real quick on the stream, because we're over 2 hours, I was kind of shooting for between 2 and 2.5. I feel like we're right on track. Does anybody have anything that they picked up recently that's really, really cool that they want to share? I don't want to do every single pickup from the last month from every single person.
Oh,
Would
man.
never be done.
Dude, that would take so long.
I did just want to show off for myself. I got this in the mail from Amazon today. Black
Nice.
Series
Oh, cool.
Cal Kestis Turgle Scuba Stev set.
That's awesome.
I'm really excited to review this for the channel. Even though he's like 5 POA, having a stupid character like Turgle on my Black Series display, I'm so excited. Other than that, I haven't been picking up a whole lot, but I have a ton of stuff in my pile of loot. So you guys could definitely look out for a Blitz Bounty stream coming up probably first couple weeks of August, where I'll be showing off that pile of loot. Lots of cool stuff there. Hunter, I know you have some stuff on standby.
Bro's teasing me because I prepped all my pickups ahead of time, and then now he's telling me I can't show them all off. So
This is Hunter's favorite segment.
Yeah.
dude. All right. So I got a TVC X-Wing.
Okay.
I got the re-issue of the Luke X-Wing.
So this is not
Yeah,
shout out to
already-
Facebook Marketplace, right?
No, this is Big Bad. I got him in there already with R2.
The Marketplace
So that's
Menace.
Now here's some Facebook pickups.
Okay,
So
here we
I got
go.
me Age of Ultron, Hot Toys, Captain America.
Nice.
I don't have them open, obviously, but you can see them in there, kind of. It's my first Marvel Hot Toys, my first like non-Star Wars Hot Toys. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see behind me, I'm Captain America fan. People who know me. This one's cool. This is also another Facebook pickup. As you can see to my left here, I'm a big Commander Cody fan, and like I said before, 212 fan. The name. I got the Master Replicas 212 helmet.
Oh shit!
Dude, that's
This thing is sweet. So I have the Disney one, but this one looks so crisp without the weathering on it. And you can see the profile's a little different. It's a little more theatrical. And it just looks awesome. It's smaller. You know, I got a big head, but there's
That's
no
awesome.
that's about it.
He's a chinner.
no.
He's a chinner, bro.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Almost got stuff.
Hunter, put it
Alright.
in front of your TV and then take a picture.
Yeah.
I'll do a couple of quick ones. I like picking up little. Here's an example of like some quick little Commander Cody stuff that I pick up.
Hey.
Bro, that's sick. Oh, bro.
The Galactic. This is the Ultimate Galactic Hunt version, so it's got the chrome.
Hell yeah.
Here's one I was missing. Didn't have this one.
Ooh, Clone Wars.
Yep. All right, and then one last thing I'll show off is you guys know I'm a big guy who's into Mythic Legions. I got a few of them in the cabinet back here.
Yeah, boy.
But here's an example of one I just got.
Oh, sick. That's awesome.
Nice.
You getting that dragon?
No, I'm not getting the dragon, but thanks to Zooboy from Monday Night Figureball, he's getting it, and I'm getting the
nice.
Dragon Knight tiers that come with it.
Wow, there you
So
go.
that's going to be awesome because
Hell yeah.
I'm really into the knights specifically. So, and here's a quick thing just with this line. If you know, you can basically pop and swap everything from those figures, and that's like one of my favorite things to do is just quick like kit bash stuff to where it doesn't take a lot for somebody like me who's not artistically talented to just like swap some parts out. So, like I made this Templar.
Oh, that's
Here's
sick,
like an
yeah.
example.
I
I gave him like these wing pauldrons and the wired soft goods cloth and new shield and everything. It's just so fun. I love the line, and yeah, I got so many more, but I'll spare showing off that many. But yeah, that's about it for me to just
That's
show a
sick.
quick example of some stuff that I got.
Hell yeah. Hendrix, do you have anything?
Sorry.
Yeah, I got a
What?
few things.
Waiting for Blythe to come in.
Yeah.
Oh man. $1.99 to kick 212. Sorry, Hunter.
All right, my turn. Let's go.
Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, you kicked him off.
He actually left.
He just
Bro,
wrote-
dude.
Wait, what happened?
he
He's
said-
he's gone. I can't see him.
He's
Do we
crying
get
right
money
now.
now?
You removed him.
No, he removed himself. Look what you did, Bly.
Hunter said I said what I had to say. I'm out.
Hendrix, do you have anything?
Yeah, I got a few things.
Okay, here I'll pull you big here.
All right, so first up, got a few hot toys. I did get the young Ahsoka from the Ahsoka series.
Cool.
Nice.
This figure looks insanely good. Can't wait to open her and review her. And then I did get the 5s as well.
Ooh, I want that so bad. I can't wait for mine to ship.
He again just looks amazing. Just waiting for Echo to come out. Cannot wait for the duo on the shelf.
He's just gone.
And then I've had this one for a little bit now. I can't remember if I've showed it on the stream yet, but the Airborne.
Hell yeah.
Oh, bro, it's sick.
Oh,
Give me that.
dude.
I have Hunter's
Cannot
extra
wait.
airborne, and but now that he's gone, I guess I'll just have to sell that.
Bro,
I'm getting 4 hot toys next month, and I'm very
Oh!
excited.
Hell
which
yeah.
ones?
Airborne, Boss, Cody, the reissue, and Darth Maul, the 2.0.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just opened my Boss and Phase 1 Cody, so those are great figures. The Maul 2.0, amazing.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so good, man. I love that figure.
So let's move on to here now. Hunter, look what Bly did. Now he removed you. Now everybody's all screwed up.
I got promoted for a second.
I got.
Does this mean I'm
Unk.
second in command? Does
Yeah.
this mean?
Yeah, see, the ones who are not backing they're over here now. See,
Yeah.
he's trying, but it's just not. I mean, we're still over here. That's cool.
Fig, do you have anything?
Not really.
No. All right. Cool. Coffee.
No, I
Nothing?
haven't been buying much.
Same. Shelf.
You know what I don't have? The gunship. But what a joke. I mean, come on. I'm trying to buy it. Yeah, I got a few things. I put this on my shorts.
Ooh.
It's a custom Keeley.
Hey, yo.
Dude.
Oh, jeez.
That's epic.
I got it from a guy, Chunakorn. Absolutely butchered that name. He's from Thailand. Super nice guy. I love Keeley. They're never gonna make them, so $1,000 well spent. And then
Bruh.
I got these two off AliExpress because I got to give China my money. I think these are pretty cool. I hope Hasbro makes them, but they haven't. Really gorgeous. I got two more. Bear with me. This one's for Hunter if he's still here.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo. I love Halo. I'm a big Halo fan. Got this on Etsy. Gorgeous purple visor to represent shelf life. Subscribe. And then the last one I have is this comic pack.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. This thing's gorgeous. This was one of my most wanted figures for the Black Series. Whatever his name is, I forget. Roland Dyer, my favorite character. Never forget his name. But he's gorgeous. And then last but not least, I have this SpongeBob shot glass.
Nice.
Beautiful. Anyway, I'm done. I'm trying to back the gunship. I can't. Let's get back to it.
What the fuck? Mooch, do you have anything you want to
No,
share?
everything coming in,
Okay.
shipping.
Yeah.
Couple
All right.
micro galaxies, but they're over there. I didn't.
Over there, I just finally reviewed one. My review came out yesterday for the Harrison Dula B-Wing.
Nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
love it.
Heck
I
yeah.
know Scott just picked me up the the Chase Mace Windu fighter.
I have my
Yeah,
review out for that too. That's a cool one.
Nice.
So guys, again, thank you everybody that joined the stream. Especially Coffee and Mooch, you guys were really last minute.
Anytime, man.
Thank you for
course,
taking
yeah,
the
thank
time
you.
out of your nights to join the stream. Thank you to everyone for the majority of the stream. I had over 60 people watching, and for the first time that I did a scheduled show style stream, that was a really awesome turnout. Thanks to everyone for dropping in their thoughts. Thanks to everyone who dropped a super chat. And yes, hashtag back the lat. Thanks to, except you spelled it wrong. I have to say thanks to everyone for joining the stream. If you're watching a replay, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the Haslab gunship. I do have a gunship video, another one. I know it's be my third time talking about it. An edited video with graphics and pictures, just really kind of driving home a lot of what we talked about today, and a lot of what we talked about today is also shaped what that discussion will be. Obviously, more reviews, the Blitzcast, all that. Hunter, do you have anything you want to plug for the 212 Hunter Instagram?
Just my Instagram. If you want to follow some mid Instagram that just posts orange clones,
Dude, I love that. Let's go.
Hendrix, do you have any content coming up we should be on the lookout for?
Tons of Hot Toys reviews, obviously the Fives, Ahsoka, Airborne, bunch of other ones. I still got to review the Dark Side Artisan Anakin. Other than that, I probably will do a video dedicated to the gunship as well. Just like I said, trying to push that out to some of the people that follow me that are Hot Toys collectors that, maybe are willing to spend a little bit more money on one item and just really want to try to do anything I can to help that get funded. So,
hell yeah. Thanks, man. Fig and Coffee, anything coming up for Figureball?
Nope, just stream every Monday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night.
Hell yeah.
There.
Shelf Life, any slop coming out on your channel?
Bro, what the hell? That's rough. I tried backing it. It wouldn't let me. Leave me alone. The only thing I got to back is these guys in the stream here. Amazing guys. The best guys. Tommy, the best. MNF, incredible. Hunter, Hendrix, Moocher. I love you guys. I want to collaborate more. Have a great time. Talk Star Wars. And also shout out to my girlfriend. I love her. I'm done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mooch, anything you want to show off or plug for your 3D printing channel or for Sarlacc Digest?
Yeah, tomorrow, Monday, 5:30 Pacific time. We're gonna do this all over again, but maybe with some different takes. I mean, we won't try to be on repeat. We'll
just fire Scott from the show so we don't have to hear his negative opinions.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to buy it because I think he's a TVC collect. He needs it. I mean,
he
can't
does.
Just skip it. Come
Exclusive carded figures.
I mean, exactly.
Well,
So-
Scott can just sell me the gunship and keep the figures, and then I can
That's
make it
what I
into a
told him
Munilus
to do.
10 gunship.
That's what I told him to do, Tommy. But yeah, so tomorrow we're doing the toy chest. It's our every other Monday, and of course on Wednesdays, Star Wars centric news, rumors, theories. We'll get into all of it. I think we have a Star Killer episode going on Monday, so we're gonna be discussing Star Killer a lot.
Ooh.
And then on 3D printing, I am 3D printing an 8D8 droid life size right now. Here's his head. So
No way.
Hell yeah.
yeah. So another build series that's going on. So I appreciate any comments and follows and everything over on the 3D printing channel. That's what I love to do, and trying to grow that to make that my full time. I want to make that full time. Yeah.
That's the droid from the hit show Book of Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
Correct. But if you decide to watch the OT, it's-
Maybe he'll be in there. I don't know.
Voiced by Matt Berry.
Dude,
yes.
seeing that 3D print makes me want to handstand and start screaming, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, I forget Hot Toys. We're gonna make our life size droids. Like
Yeah, right. No way.
these only cost like $800 to do.
Oh man. But
yeah,
with,
that's it. Yeah,
Cool.
thank
hell
you.
yeah. With that, guys, thanks so much for joining, everyone. Thanks everyone who watched. And thanks for watching the stream. We'll catch you at the end of the next month on the last Sunday of the month for the next stream. May the Force be with you.
Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 4-2, pick a target. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. Gotta hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. Where's our reinforcements?